Hi.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back.
Peanut butter.
Ben,
Oh my.
you said we weren't going to do this anymore.
That's the running joke.
Welcome back to Mehcast Reacts Death Battle Volume 4. The last one was going to be
Yay.
Volume 3.5. Well, the last one was Volume 3.5. It was going to be Volume 4, but Ben insisted on making
The
it
Kingdom Hearts
3.5.
joke.
Yeah.
The Kingdom Hearts joke must live. But yeah, hopefully nothing goes wrong because every time we do one of these, something goes horribly wrong. Like with Volume 1, the stream got taken down as spam. Volume 2, Dunn's mic was peaking far too much. Volume 3, we lost a bit of the audio and had to salvage what we lost, which was a little bit. And then Volume 4 got taken down. We actually got contacted by Rooster Teeth to fix
Damn
that.
it, Ben, you
Thanks,
insisted.
guys.
It was supposed to be 3.5.
Yeah, it's 3.5. Oh, I said again, I'm an idiot. Sorry, I'm tired. This is
Yeah,
Volume 4.
we actually had a nice little conversation with Rooster Teeth, and they said that as long as we were able to re-upload the video, oh, they'd flag it as being all right.
Yep.
So,
Which
that's what happened.
promise has been kept so far, as it's airing right now, or it's just finishing airing without issue. So we should be good on that. But yeah, welcome to Volume 4. We are going to watch more episodes. It's just us three right now. Just the three of us.
Yep.
Just the three of us.
So
So without further ado,
make it if
in the
we
wheel!
try.
Uh,
Just the three
Wheel
of
of
us.
morality. Turn. Pray it's not Bleach versus Naruto.
Oh. Okay, we got an interesting one.
Oh wow, a
Eh.
character I like versus a character I hate.
Wait,
Which
which character do you like?
Star Butterfly.
Which one? You like Star Butterfly?
Yeah, I
Well-
like Star versus the Forces of Evil.
Well,
At least I
Really?
love the
you're
first-
gonna be in luck.
The first season was really good. I didn't watch anything past that. Oh, I do have a
You would
I have
have
a-
fucking hated its ending.
Oh wow.
Lord.
I have a very strange relationship with that show. I might
Okay,
go
this
into
is
it.
going to be interesting. All right. Tell me when you're ready.
Hang on, I gotta make sure that the stream 720p 30 FPS, that's weird. It was it dropped to like 240p for some reason when you were spinning.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Anyways,
it's easy to fix
yeah.
though.
I'm eating my
Good.
plant-based-
Something else has gone wrong. This is wonderful.
Yeah. I'm eating my plant-based jerky, by the way, and I can't find an expiration date, but it feels like it's expired. So if I drop dead in the middle of this stream, you know why.
Stop eating it. What are
Don't.
you doing?
I'm hungry. I just got back from the gym.
Goddamn.
Oh,
Okay.
guys.
Tougher than fucking shoe leather.
Oh, guys. I wish I could have done this on stream, but here we are. We have Ultimate Weapon.
Huh.
Woo!
Cool.
All right. Done. Done. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. I'm starting it. It's gonna be a fun episode. I remember this being pretty good. Gotta turn this up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't hear it at all.
You can't hear it?
Steven Universe.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, so if you look on my DeviantArt page, you can see an image of Star Butterfly with a Triforce photoshopped onto her shirt with Shenron looming over a backdrop of the Whitechapel logo.
What?
Yeah.
My
I
pen
didn't-
pal from Brazil ended up trying to get me into watching Star vs. Force of Evil. I finished this first season, but I haven't got into watching the second one yet.
So, how did you guys first find out about Steven Universe, and what do you think of it?
I found out about Steven Universe a while ago, and unfortunately, the thing is that the fact that the story was made by a bunch of storyboard artists, I'm like, oh dear, this is why you need writers, people.
Yeah.
Without writers, your plot kind of falls apart.
I mean, to be fair, they had some really good written moments, but there's a lot of bad in the story as well.
I
thing
heard
is-
about it from a YouTube channel called PBS Idea Channel, who was absolutely raving about how awesome the storyline was and how subtle all of the storytelling was. And
yeah, but
when
then
I
they kind of
watched
dropped it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when I wound up watching it, I didn't see subtle out of it. I'd prefer to call it oblique. Because they waste a bunch of time by not establishing what the fuck is going on. And then, as the series goes on, it just gets fucking intolerable. Not to mention that, you know, CalArts art design and all that shit. Literally the easiest, most generic style you could possibly have.
And a style that will repeat itself in just about everything Cartoon Network produces.
Die in a fire.
But, you know,
Thundercats roar.
that show was but didn't that show get taxed right off by WBD?
Yep.
Yeah.
One of the good things that Discovery ended up doing. Now another issue that
Go fuck yourself.
Now another issue that Steven Universe's story has is the fact that it aired on a very inconsistent schedule to the point where it was like the seasons came and went in on a very short, too quickly. And what's even worse is the fact that a lot of plot threads happen and off screen, and it seems like nothing ever happens without Steven being there to witness it.
Yeah.
Which is a very problematic way of telling a story.
Yeah.
No shit.
I know Miss Anthropony has been a less than savory individual as of late, with his inability to take criticism at this point, but he did make an interesting analysis video on what happened throughout Steven Universe. And he went into a lot of detail about this, which, if you've seen his Last Jedi video. What the hell just happened?
Boomstick used a shotgun leg to annihilate a watermelon that
came to life.
Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, and it's like the thing is that Miss Anthropony ended up doing like a not only a video, like several videos on the Rise of Skywalker.
Was it?
No, not Rise of Skywalker, Last Jedi.
Oh yeah, Last Jedi. About how good it was.
Oh, he hates that movie with a burning passion of 1,000 Suns.
Awesome.
Like,
we'll get along then.
I want to talk for a bit because I hadn't given my thoughts on it. I don't remember when I first discovered it, if I'm being honest. It was a long time ago. Maybe it was from a YouTube video. But
yeah, like I said, I saw it from PBS Idea Channel, and that was one of the videos that led to me unsubscribing from PBS Idea Channel. That, along with the feminism video that he made, where he kind of just went off the rails. Sargon did a great breakdown of why that video fucking sucked. And that was part of why I subscribed to Sargon back in the day.
Yeah. I will say, I've watched the show, and it has its moments of really bad and moments of really good. Because when it's well written, it's a damn good show. Like that episode that they're showing. But when it's bad, it's really bad. Rather being their models being super inconsistent, like Steven being as small as a fucking flower or really tall, it's really inconsistent with the modeling. But it's and then story, like again, as I said, when it's well written, it's fantastic. But when it's badly written, I mean, Kevin already kind of addressed that, but it can be really bad.
Yeah, and another thing is the way that the show ends.
Yeah, Steven
Like,
Universe Future. That
no, not Steven Universe Future. The original Steven Universe. It literally just ends with him roasting the diamonds, and then they just end up being like, I guess he was right. Maybe we shouldn't be bad people after all. I'm like,
that was bullshit.
Are you shitting me with that?
That was bad.
Oh, Pearl. Oh God, Pearl, you are horrifying.
I will say
Pearl
Alex,
was decent before she became a psycho.
I will say, Alex, I'm surprised you like this show considering it's another CalArts thing.
No, I know. That was one of the things. I was surprised I liked it too. But the thing is that despite the CalArts animation, it does have some really funny jokes.
I actually met the guy who voice acts one of the other main characters of this show.
Likes art and kicking indoors.
Yeah,
you guys. Alex, who's the name of the character that Star ends up spending her time with in this show?
The boy, I don't.
Yeah.
I want to say Ryan, but I don't fucking remember.
Well, funnily enough, I actually met his voice actor at a con.
I will say, Dunn, if you haven't seen the final episode and its ending, you're gonna hate it here.
I can imagine, because I remember hearing about that, and I was like, oh boy. But yeah, I actually, I was talking about that thing I did on DeviantArt. That was a piece that I was commissioned to do by somebody who never wound up paying me for the commission, but the good thing is he never actually got his copy that he wanted, so...
whatever.
And
Marco is the character's name.
Marco. I don't know why I thought Ryan.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't it Marco? Man, look, I'd never seen that before, but they added more spells as it went on. They never usually do that on the show.
Take one of the summons, for example, which are effectively creatures reliant on magic to survive. So what happens when you combine unicorns, stampedes, and war? Oh, I know this one! Warnicorn Stampede!
Generals gathered in my side, just like witches at like myself.
I like how we are not talking as much here, but we talked our heads off about Steven Universe.
Yeah, well, that's because there's a lot to complain about with Steven Universe, and Ben, I think you're the only one who's seen how this show ends. I only vaguely remember.
Just watch.
About it.
Oh, I will say, Steven Universe peaked with the Prison Planet arc. Not to be confused with Dragon Ball Heroes.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Oh yeah, there was like a prison arc in Steven Universe that was fantastic. That's where Stronger Than You comes from.
That's... Huh.
And guess what Steven Universe ends up being carried by after its show?
The movie?
Yep.
Yep. The movie was pretty good, honestly.
Star has spells for more than just destruction, though. Like her bunny rabbit powers, which she's used to catch up to cars. And one of the monsters she's fought, Meteora, has deflected...
I have to wonder who on Death Battle's forums requested this.
It's a good question, honestly. I don't really know why they did this, besides maybe the popularity of both. It's a maybe, but honestly, it's a pretty good episode.
Yeah, it's an alright episode, don't get me wrong.
We'll talk about that at the end.
Ben, stop breathing into the mic.
I'm not. Oh, it's too close to my mouth. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Do you not have a
Yeah.
pop filter on it?
Yeah, this is why
don't know
I
what
have
that is.
this is why I have a filter on mine,
Yeah, get a Dragon Pad pop filter.
which is
Good
what
to
I
know.
have.
Yeah, it was just next to my mouth. That's my bad.
In fact, her wand only ever served as training wheels to help her harness this magic herself.
Oh, okay.
She realized monsters weren't actually the bad guys, so she started to fight for them instead of against them.
This wasn't a popular decision with humans, but Star knew it was the right choice and followed through. Unfortunately, the fighting continued, and Star realized in order to truly quell the conflict, she needed to fight magic itself.
Oh,
So her mother,
here comes Alex.
her grandmother, and Meteora all banded together to cast the whispering spell in the realm of magic.
Oh
This
God.
spell is designed to silence or end magic, and when cast
Oh, hi,
without
Gizmo.
magic, it
We've
Gizmo,
landed-
just in time.
magic itself
We've landed on Star on
Doesn't that mean she
on
killed
Star
all the
our
magical creatures?
on Star Butterfly
Butterfly
versus Steven Universe.
Oh boy.
We already talked about how shit Steven Universe ended up turning out to be.
I defended
So,
it. I'm the
Wait a
defender.
second, so this was the end of Rogue One.
Star had a lot of
No, this
Yeah.
is the end of the entire Star Butterfly series.
control her powers.
No, I'm saying that like her and Marco hugging like that was
Yeah.
literally a shot straight out of Rogue One.
Oh.
Was this still out in
What do you
Rogue
think
One?
of the ending? Alex, what do you think of the ending of Star Butterfly with her destroying all the magic and killing all the magical creatures?
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
You know what's funny? From what I heard and from what I know about Star Butterfly, and only in theory it would have worked if not for the fact that every single thing that lived in that universe relied on magic to survive.
Yeah.
Here's the animation, which is better than I thought it would be.
This
Yeah, with it being
this is
sprite
reminding
based.
me of the Scott Pilgrim game.
Don't be that generous.
What do you mean generous? I mean, I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd
Oh.
play a game that had this art style.
I would too, but I just don't see Scott
I hate
Pilgrim.
Steven's voice,
Hey.
and I hate this version.
Oh.
And I hate this version of Steven's voice just as much.
That voice sounds familiar though.
Oh, Rick. Oh, wait a minute.
You'll need to pause when we get to the credits.
Oop.
Oh, and I don't know if you guys already know, but Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers is not going to be live action.
Yeah, we know. We talked about it.
I'm
Yeah, it's kind of a
disappointed.
disappointment,
animation.
but at
They
the very
mixed it up
least, there
very-
were models of it, and Devil Artemis's team is really good at this.
Yeah, but they
It's
missed a
actually,
big opportunity to get
it's-
like
it's-
Kane Hodder or something like that
it's
to
not-
play the
hang on,
original
hang on.
Jason.
It's not the Devil Artist team. It's the guys behind James Bond versus John Wick and other.
Well,
really
hopefully
good
it-
animation.
Well, hopefully it doesn't look as jank as that one was.
I
We'll
actually
see.
thought that looked pretty
Let's
good.
watch the animation, guys. Come on. Oh,
You know what? It would have been really cool to get Kane Hodder versus Tyler Mane.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I thought it would have been cool to get a live action Jason Voorhees
Come on,
versus Michael
Steven, are you
Myers.
gonna cry? Oh, wow, Steven actually literally is going to cry his way out of this.
No, he's gonna bitch his way out of this.
Turning into fucking Super Saiyan Steven.
oh, it's a
Hey,
war
Steven.
zone.
Man, they should have concentrated a little more on the creature versus creature battle they had there. That would have been awesome to see a little bit.
Would have been. Oh, they're all dead. Oh,
You know,
my God.
Steven Universe should have been in like a hardcore battle show, with a lot of blood, despite the super cartoony aesthetic.
It's a kid show.
Oh, you mean like
man.
Happy Tree Friends?
It's a kid's show. I mean, we had the X-Men. We literally had characters die in that show.
I
Like,
know,
Steven-
but like,
Steven should have been like, he should have looked like this throughout the entire show.
From what I understand, there was a time skip. That's why he.
Yeah,
looked
there
like that.
was. If
Oh, shit.
Steven should
oh,
have.
the body's dead.
Oh wow, Cyclops is off his medicine.
Rip in
Oops.
peace. Rip in peace, original voice actor.
Yep.
Who was also the voice of Billy Blazes. Two giant aspects of my childhood. Wait a fucking second, that...
Think she won what she thought she won there.
What?
Definitely had a better sandcastle.
You weren't paying attention, were you?
I was paying exact attention, and then the fucking doom laser happened, and all of a sudden Steven was dead, and I'm not sure why.
Star's whispering spell couldn't touch him, but she still had the advantage in the end.
Steven was disintegrated. How did you not notice?
No,
Magic is
I
stronger
know
than
he was disintegrated, but I don't know why.
Because she did the laser thing with her hands. She doesn't need her wand.
But doesn't he have the shield?
He was literally crushing her with it, or trying to, and it failed.
Star and her lightning beats, but Star's butterfly form and transportation magic meant she had plenty of ways to work around that. Not to mention, she mastered her superpowered bug form while Steven never mastered pink state. And she didn't even
Okay.
need one to go full power, so disarming her meant jack squat.
It is possible Steven could match the power of the Diamond Trio, since Pink Diamond was able to defend against them alone. 843
Alex, do you agree that Optimus Prime's truck form needs more DACA?
The fuck?
That entirely... Omnitraxis Prime, a living universe.
Oh, welcome, RGS. You missed an episode. We're finishing it up.
We were complaining about how bad Steven Universe was, and then, like, I liked the first season of Star vs. the Forces of Evil, and then I found out how the show ended with Star Butterfly genociding all the cute magical creatures of the world. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure if I feel just you know,
Yeah,
really
doesn't that make
really
Star
fucking
Butterfly
pissed about it, or like homicidally angry.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was fine.
It was fine. Yeah,
It was fine.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that
I'm not-
no matter what episode we go to, the analysis for each and every one of them is at least good enough for us to
yeah.
good enough for us to never ever say it was bad. It's always the battle animations that are.
It's always that, yeah. I'm like, it's a good episode. Like, it has very good research. It goes in depth with a lot of the characters. It has some good feats. The animation's good too. I just, again, as I think you said this, Gizmo, that you wish they've had more of the fighting between the magical creatures and watermelons, which would have been great. I feel they definitely should have focused a bit more on that. But again,
Yeah,
it was
it's-
fine.
You know,
It's
let's like rewind to the Mega Man, to the Eggman versus Dr. Wily fight.
I am the Eggman.
And- Yeah, so Robotnik versus Wily, it was like it was a little bit short for the the Badniks versus the Robot Masters fight, but it had more depth to it than Star and Steven's minions fighting did.
You gotta also understand though, this was back then when 10 minutes was the limit for YouTube videos.
No. By that episode, they were able to do longer episodes.
Also, they were
only for the.
Also, YouTube partners could upload videos up to 12 hours long by that point.
Yeah, it was up until I think it was Rainbow Dash versus Starscream where they got rid of the limit.
Yeah.
Somewhere around that. So Eggman versus Wily didn't have that excuse. This episode certainly didn't. It certainly could have used a bit more.
I wasn't
It was still
complaining
good.
about Eggman versus Wily. I thought Eggman versus Wily was pretty good. They could have had had it a little bit longer, but it was, if they drug it out much longer, it would have been kind of strange.
I mean, to be
this
fair,
one should have been longer.
To be fair, with Eggman versus Wily, if that was longer, Ben Singer would be dead.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
But then we wouldn't get the pillar meme, which by the way, in case
pillar
you're
meme.
wondering about that meme, so Ben Singer has given victories to many combatants who otherwise would realistically not have those victories. Is all because they tanked a pillar. I'm not kidding about that.
Huh.
The classic pillar meme. All right, so where should we put this? And it was fine.
I'm putting
Should
it
we
in
put
it was. I'm putting
was
it
fine.
at the bottom of it was fine.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Actually,
I
you
feel
know
like-
what? I'm gonna put. I can't say that. I can't say what I
No.
was about to say.
Yeah, I
'Cause I was
don't.
gonna say I was gonna put it above Captain Marvel versus Captain Marvel. And then I
No.
realized that's
don't
real
even,
stupid.
don't you even dare.
Stupid.
You know what?
That-
I'm gonna
you
change
should
where
feel
Captain
shame.
Marvel versus Captain Marvel is. I'm gonna put that.
Oh, we're not changing it. It's
No,
staying.
on my list, I'm putting it.
Oh yeah.
On my list, I'm putting it above Sephiroth versus Virgil.
Yeah,
I agree.
good.
Ooh.
And
Oh
Good.
boy.
And Sephiroth versus Virgil can be down there. Or in,
All
This
right.
guy,
Oh,
this
I-
guy has some balls.
let's get-
yeah.
Let's get back to this. Where should it
Bowls,
be? I think it should be above.
bowls.
I think it should be above Boba Fett versus Zemnis, but below everything else.
Semnith?
Samus.
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 Sorry.
I have
I-
Boba Fett.
In what universe did Boba Fett attempt to take on Zemnith?
I have
No.
Boba Fett.
Explain
versus-
yourself, Ben.
Tired.
It
Disney
can
owns-
happen.
Disney
It
owns
can happen.
LucasArts.
It's a Kingdom Hearts
I
thing
wouldn't
now.
Yeah, I wouldn't see that as
shut
an impossibility now.
Oh my god.
No. Okay, I'm saying it's above Boba. What do you guys think?
No, I'm saying
There
it's
are
below
3
that.
Boba Fett battles,
I
Ben.
have
Oh, we only done the
I
one.
have Boba Fett versus Samus above Captain Marvel versus Captain Marvel, but below
Okay,
where should we-
Genos
where should
versus
we-
War Machine.
No, I think this is fair. Putting it in between Virgil versus Sephiroth and
Yeah,
Samus
so what the
versus
fuck?
Yes.
Boba Fett round 1.
Yes.
This is
Oh,
fair.
there it
Oh
is.
This is
my
Yes,
god.
We're sticking with that. We are
Yeah.
sticking with that. We're going to the
fair.
next episode. I'm sorry,
Like-
you could give your opinion, RGS.
No, I wouldn't have been able to give my opinion anyway because obviously I wasn't there for the episode, so it's fine.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
spinning wheel. Spinning wheel.
Please no Bleach versus Naruto. Please no Bleach versus Naruto. Please no Bleach versus
It's
Naruto.
my one, isn't it?
You
This is my
spin
curse.
me right round,
Oh, we got a good one.
round.
Oh,
Okay,
yes!
good. Okay, we got
Oh, I
one
love
that
this
actually
one.
makes sense. Yeah, this one's a good one.
This one's a really good one. Yeah, let me get the stream up for it.
Yeah, because at the
My
very
gift and my curse. Who am I? I'm Spider-Man.
a
We
lot
will
of
all die screaming.
All right, let me know when you're all in. Oh yeah, you're
I'm
all in.
never
All right,
not
give me
here.
1 second. All right.
It's weird how
Starting
Death,
it.
it's weird how Death Battle actually attempts to incorporate a bit more Marvel lore here than the entirety of the MCU has.
Right?
That's the worst part.
Yeah.
I mean, they gotta simplify things for the normies.
No, I wouldn't say that. They've made a lot of Phase 1 made a lot of improvements, but
They left out the X-Men because they gotta be pussies.
well, they literally would have.
I don't give a
gotten
shit if they
Would
did. I
preface
don't give a
that
shit if they
this probably
didn't.
takes place before Ghost Rider gets his King of Hell status, doesn't
Oh my
it?
god, it's Nicolas Cage, guys.
Yes,
Oh my God.
Oh,
It's the best.
hallelujah.
he's my Ghost Rider.
You know, the fact that Johnny Blaze never
Famous
showed
number
up.
show by Nicolas Cage. There it is.
Yeah.
Fan of David Bowie.
I mean, who isn't?
Under pressure, pressure, pressing down on me.
I will say, when I first heard of this matchup, when I done Alex Shush. When I first heard of this matchup, I thought it was a bit weird. Like Ghost Rider and Lobo. That's a weird one. South Park, okay. I forgot about that.
Why is okay? So Mephisto, what they don't really acknowledge is the fact that Mephisto is quite literally one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel multiverse.
Oh, sure,
Damn it,
but
I know, yeah.
that's because it's exactly what you said. He's only one of.
Yeah, he's one of.
I mean, the dude was literally able to be the quote-unquote wingman to Thanos when he was trying to.
That's not even. That's not even his most impressive feat.
I know it's not. I know it's not his most impressive feat, but it's still one that, makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, now I see why you posted that. What?
What?
Sorry, why you asked that, Kevin?
What?
The tweet.
Look at that amazing
just came
CGI.
across- the tweet just came across my my feed.
Which was...
And like Ghost Rider 2
Thoughts
CGI is
on
better.
Fire Truck
It makes
Optimus
up for
Prime.
being a crappier movie.
Fire Truck Optimus
Hang
Prime.
on. What were you saying, RGS?
The CGI for 2 was better, but it made up for it by being the shittier movie.
Oh, God. That movie had Ghost Rider literally pissing fire. Are you fucking kidding me?
How
know
is that
what?
not awesome,
You know
man?
what?
Come on.
The Ghost Rider movies are better than the first 2 MCU Spider-Man films.
No,
I know
no,
Oh,
Biatch?
oh no, done.
They're better than
No.
Civil
No.
War.
no, no, no.
RGS, what's your opinion on that?
I mean, I disagree. But that's
Someone's
only
I mean,
because
I am
Super
talking
Bowl.
about some of the worst films in the MCU here. You gotta give me a break.
No, it's not the worst.
no.
No, it is
Not
not the
bad.
worst.
No, it's not part of Phase 4.
Okay.
It's
Hey,
not
granted, you
Eternals.
had me there.
All of Phase
the most
4
you can say is that it's the
is
first,
really
the worst
when the
or the best.
MCU started to drop off.
It's
What were you
better
saying,
than
RGS?
Ragnarok.
Hang on. What were you
Hmm?
saying?
The
RGS?
only thing you could say is that it's the worst out of the best, not the worst of the worst.
They're better than Thor Ragnarok.
Thank you.
Which, of course, in your opinion, isn't saying much.
No,
Oh,
I
hey,
realize
2099
it's
Ghost
not.
Rider.
Poor Magneto.
I love how whenever your opponent falls over like that, you get slid back. That's so fucking stupid.
I love that game. Oh, it's Mr. Bean!
Oh, I love Mr. Bean. You know what I need to? I need to get the Mr. Bean and what the fuck? I need to get
Oh,
the
you
Mr.
guys
Bean
kn-
and Johnny English movies.
He had like
Haven't
what,
seen
2
those in
movies?
so long. Johnny English had 3 movies.
The Penance Stare, one of the most overpowered abilities in all of comics.
And the
Literal-
shittiest super move you could ever have in Marvel
Now,
vs. Capcom.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3's version of the Penance Stare is fucking amazing.
Yeah, but
funniest-
Infinite sucked
You know,
balls.
the funny thing is, the Ghost Rider films are over a decade old apiece, and they still have better CGI than Phase 4.
Oof.
Yeah. Except for
So
maybe,
hang on. Can we talk about how Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite fucked up the pendant scare?
It's
Can
just
we talk about
Ghost-
how...
Bro,
Can we
it's
talk
just
about-
Ghost Rider looking at the screen and at you for like what, 5 seconds straight, and then boom, damage
No, I
done.
wanna-
Fuck you,
I want
Marvel.
to talk about how Carol Danvers is immune to the fucking penance stare.
That's
Oh,
stupid.
kiss my
The
ass.
Punisher is immune.
Oh, the
Punisher
Punisher's
I can
different.
see. The Punisher has zero remorse for anything he does.
Yeah, he truly believes that what he's doing is a good thing, like the
Yeah.
best thing.
Now,
Yeah, and because of that, Cyberforce can't really punish the Punisher because he goes
Yeah.
after people that are innocent,
now
not
I
innocent,
have
guilty.
now that I'm gonna make a prediction here. I haven't seen this episode in a long time. I don't think the penance stare would work on Lobo.
Yeah, technically,
You'll see.
You'll
But
see,
don't
yeah.
See,
Now-
yeah.
Would the penance stare work on Captain America?
No.
Yes.
No,
no.
not to the degree. No,
For
not
a
unless he was an
completely-
outright villain.
Yeah, for a completely different reason than
Here's
it
the thing
wouldn't
I was
work on
referring
Carol
to.
Danvers. Because I
Here's
feel
that
like
I was talking about, Kevin.
With the penance
Oh,
stare, if
funny.
anything, from what I can remember from the comics, you have to have a set of eyes, like regular 2,
Right.
not blind, and you have to have at least some sort of regret. Because it didn't work on Daredevil, it didn't work on one of his villains called the Zodiac, which had like multiple eyes on his head from multiple beasts. And of course, it didn't work on the Punisher because we all because we just talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so Cap has regrets. I don't think it would work on him the same way it would work on like somebody else.
Because
I think
Captain America hasn't killed any innocents.
If you use the penance stare on Captain America, he'd just get kind of sad and apologize.
Look at the edginess.
You know.
Look.
Yeah, Cable.
I fucking love.
Oh, speaking of Captain America,
I've met a guy who looks like that in real life.
Dude, if my dad heard any of you making fun of Rob Liefeld, he'd say "fuck you" to all of you.
I like
Except for
Rob
me, because
Liefeld.
Just mentioning his feet, my dad would just look at me and say "fuck you."
I mean, I can't draw feet either.
Oh, you mean like the artist who made what's her face?
Dude, I'm gonna name my kid that.
Fran's given me the nickname of Lobo.
Who names their child that? What the fuck? Wow.
Simply put, Lobo was unique and desired to be even more so. Thus, he ensured he was the only Zarnian alive in the universe.
He gave himself a B+.
Yeah.
Until he had a child, so
He gave himself an A, actually.
You want to know something funny? There's actually a bit of a running in post-credits gag in Young Justice Season 3 after Lobo appears to kill Forager.
He has a micro radio in his brain? Why?
Why not?
This actually has something to do with something Lobo is capable of in the
I love that
in the comics. Lobo. So you know how Lobo could Lobo's severed limbs could make a whole new person.
yes.
So there's like a running gag every so often in the post-credit scenes of season 3 of Young Justice, where Lobo's severed finger
from the Lobo
a fight.
animated series. That was a spin-off of DC.
Lobo anime.
Yeah, it looks like it was made entirely out of flax. Well,
yeah, that series is technically lost media. I don't think anybody has it in anything.
No one's ever really gone.
I don't think anybody has ever posted the Lobo series in anything but god-awful low quality.
Well, recently there have been there was someone who reviewed
there was like a running gag in season 3 where Lobo's severed finger was attempting to recreate a whole new a whole new Zarnian in Lobo's image. And it ended in the last episode of season 3, where it looked like a mini Lobo was about to pop up, but then Lobo's like, "Hey, hang on a second, I got to take care of or something." He destroys there's the episode where he lost the finger. And fun fact, in season 2 in Young Justice, he's voiced by David Sobolov.
That's a higher quality video than I've seen on the YouTube upload.
They probably went to the website.
TMNT still have the Lobo series.
They probably went to the website or something.
Yeah, but the website's dead now.
It's old, way back machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what do you guys think of what I just mentioned?
Honestly, I'm not surprised considering that Lobo isn't exactly keen on letting other Zarnians.
Yeah, Lobo literally just went back to that same battlefield where he fought Nightwing and company, and just blew up the thing that had the severed finger. And he's like, yeah, okay. He's like, okay, I'm done here.
Oh my god!
Fucker grabbed his gun.
Why?
So pretty tough to bench press. But how about the time he was fighting some rabbits and then he got so face meltingly angry that he just straight up ate a city?
Oh my god!
Disclaimer,
Yep.
eat away your feelings.
Why is Lobo?
Drink them away instead.
Don't do that. That is trillions of tons of steel and rubble condensed into a sphere smaller than the palm of his hand. By my
Why is Lobo?
compressed ball should be over 20
Why not?
I'm going to keep
Lobo?
repeating that question
Why is
until I
Lobo?
get an answer.
Alex,
Why
just
not?
think. Just think. We're gonna just think. I end up having to have him in our thing.
Monday.
Lobo versus Thanos.
No, we're not.
I
No,
need
we're
to
not
see
gonna
that.
have that. No, we're not. We're
Now
not
watch
doing.
this.
Oh,
Watch this.
dude.
Now watch this.
Oh, God, put some pants on.
Got him banned from the afterlife. As in, Death was told that Lobo's soul was not to be collected.
Can't die now?
Not in the traditional sense. He's had his head disintegrated, been reduced to a skeleton, even been turned into a spirit that just kept on fighting.
I'll tell you black is really white. The moon is
Watch this. Watch this.
the
Watch.
night.
Really consistent integrity?
Heaven
Namely,
and
he'll always
hell.
keep his word, no matter what. Seems pretty
He has weird honor.
bad man.
Oh yeah.
Also loves dolphins and will literally go to
Oh, he loves dolphins too.
So, who even knows?
That's wholesome, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Hey, there's always that
Right,
one
that's-
guy.
Hold on. Now watch this. Watch this.
Yes.
That scrawny emo Edward Cullen-ass looking dork.
That's New 52 Lobo, a serious, tortured, modern interpretation. Everything that Lobo was meant to be a parody of.
Thankfully, someone at DC developed
Literally shelved him.
Real Lobo returns better than ever and
Oh, they knew he sucked.
Yep.
Yeah.
across the universe. He's not just some two-bit alien villain. He's the main man, and the whole universe knows it.
What's funny is that technically it kind of happened before 52. The Young Justice series, there was a time when Lobo got cloned, and there was like this little like teenage version of him running around working with Young Justice.
Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
remember
I
that.
remember that.
Yeah.
Alright. Here comes the animation.
Oh
he looks
yeah,
like
he's
a
got.
reverse
Son.
member of Kiss.
I like that. I like that. I grimace.
Oh, it's Grimace.
It's Grimace.
And Lobo in this episode is voiced by Jason Marnoka.
Oh, cool.
Big ass hand.
Oh!
Bitches
That's
go
cool.
for paint.
That
Bitches
is
go
cool,
for paint.
man.
People be making.
Oh, Grimace is dead.
Again.
Grimace is double dead.
Cool,
Double
Brad,
dead, yeah. Oh!
Chain whip duel. All we need is Kratos now.
I do like that. It's
About
chain
that.
versus chain.
Are we gonna get an appearance by Kratos in this episode?
No, as in Kratos was in Death Battle, but then he
You pussied
We'll talk
out.
about that when we get to that. Oh, there he goes. I will say,
Excuse me.
Lobo's voice actor is super good.
Oh yeah, it's very
I
accurate.
had freeforming animation. Ooh.
Oh yeah, that Lobo's actually a Mugen creation. So is that Ghost Rider.
Yeah, they're both from the Marvel vs. DC fan game, I
Yeah.
believe. Oh. Oh.
The fact he's tearing it apart like aluminum.
Oh, he wins.
You're gonna need Pepto Bismol, bro.
Oh. Oh. Ah! Oh shit.
Oh, this is where it gets
Oh,
intense.
Arms.
The music gets better too.
Well, at least it's actually representative of both their mediums.
Mm-hmm. They're just being dragged away.
Well, no counter for how many times Bassage was used in this episode.
Oh my god, part of the Earth is just
Oh,
gone.
this is where it gets awesome.
Yep. Oh, Ghost Rider's piss.
You fucking teeth.
Look at that shit.
He is actually going to fucking. He ate his soul. Ghost Rider ate his soul.
Yes.
It's time for a death battle.
Yes.
That's the result.
Took down a skyscraper while Lobo dragged around a frickin' sun. But Ghost Rider survived some pretty incredible things. Almost as incredible as these new shirts.
I miss those old tees.
Thank you.
Couldn't finish him off, and Lobo didn't typically carry any holy weapons, which meant he really did not have a good
Hey,
way
Ben.
of killing the Ghost Rider.
Yeah, but who needs holy
What?
weapons when you're
This is
strong enough
foreshadowing something we have planned.
for Johnny?
A good
Don't
question.
say what,
Do you
but
recall
it is.
Nah.
Zarathos was?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Zarathos was an equal threat to
Oh, wow. Using exactly the same people, too.
Lobo's physical advantages really mattered to him.
But hey, the main man was super smart and probably could have figured out Johnny's weaknesses. But how is he gonna escape to find a holy weapon somewhere?
The fact that the penguins are right there.
Which once crossed the Milky Way and back in under a minute, a feat more than 100 billion times faster than light.
Nice.
Capable of keeping up with the space hog.
They were both as unkillable as you can get. Since Lobo was banned from the afterlife, how could he ever lose?
This is where the fine print matters. Death was banned from reaping Lobo's soul, but that doesn't mean the soul itself could not be destroyed. This is where our research surprised us the most. It turns out the Ghost Rider had 3 different methods of specifically targeting Lobo.
They never really go into all 3 of them.
Hellfire could hurt the soul directly, and since it ignores normal defenses, Lobo couldn't really stop it.
With trillions of murders on Lobo's hands, the penance stare could
The only hints I'll give are...
And while Lobo had a high pain tolerance, he did not enjoy fatalistic agony and unending torture so much that he'd survive all of that at once.
Even if he did, Zarathos could just gobble up his soul for a quick snack.
Oh, they did.
Easy as that.
Lobo
Yeah, they did.
Is there- I gotta wonder.
Ghost Rider's cosmic might, unholy and
I'm sorry. The fact that Lobo used his fucking teeth to try and prevent himself from getting dragged away is just funny to me.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, I know.
It's very in character for him.
It is.
Oh, man.
all right, Alex, you go first.
Yeah, it's time
what
for
do
a
you think?
fucking death battle.
I thought it was pretty.
Okay.
It's time for a death battle.
Kevin, what do you think?
I thought it was pretty good.
For me, hang on, I'm trying to get the thing lit up. Oh, there we
Where
go.
is it?
For me, I'm either at worthy death or it's time for a death battle. I'm conflicted on either one because it is a genuinely great episode, but I don't know if I would put at like the top tier of the series, you know?
Bro, Lobo dragged a damn sun and he didn't care how illogical
You know
it was.
what? You know what? Yeah, okay. It's time for a death battle. The analysis and their feats are super fun. The animation's great. Him dragging his teeth on the ground is a great detail. There's a lot of great details in the
fact
fight. I
that
really
Ghost
think about it.
Rider ended it by eating
Eating his
Lobo's
soul.
fucking soul.
Slurping up the rest of it. That's
He
pretty
gave,
fucking
he gave him a
cool.
little
Like
burp
he
too,
was
if you haven't noticed.
spaghetti.
Yeah,
Like he
that
gave a
was
little,
that you know what? Yeah, it's time for a death battle. What do you think, RGS?
Agreed. The analysis was pretty good. I liked how both characters were basically well characterized. I liked the fact that they didn't try to pull any sneaky business with this one. They just tried to tell it as good as they could.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately, yeah, I would say it's also time for a death battle.
You know, I didn't mention this, but the voice acting is so good between both of
Oh,
them.
yeah.
oh yeah.
The voice performances. Oh man, this is definitely one of the best Marvel vs. DC episodes they've ever done. It's high up there.
Oh
And
wait,
that's
you gotta put it in between at least John Talbane versus Saberwolf and Trunks versus Silver.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is between them. What
Yeah.
do you guys think?
I wouldn't
Yeah,
go
just
that
for
far,
animation
but yeah.
and the voice acting does help it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all in agreement except Kevin. Sorry, Kevin.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's fair. It is very good. But yeah, let's we're all in agreement. Hang on. Spin the wheel.
Let's pray we don't get at Madara versus Aizen.
I hope it's not Ben 10 versus Green Lantern.
Oh God, please
Wait, what
don't.
do we gotta get? Oh,
Oh, nice!
Oh,
It's another
We
good
got a
one.
really good one.
Which
Good
version
one.
of the
That's-
Shredder did they use in this episode?
They use an
They
amalgamation of the
just
shredder.
kind of
amalgamation.
Yeah, they use a hodgepodge of almost every shredder.
Okay, I was
To be
gonna say,
fair,
'cause
they're
if
all
this
the
was
same
cyber...
character. So
Well,
I mean,
no,
most
they're
of them
not,
anyways, not
because
all of them.
if it was the cyber shredder, there's basically no way to kill him without like.
Well, Cyber Shredder isn't really Shredder then.
Yeah, that's another villain that's taken the form of Shredder, technically.
I'm starting
Oh,
the
yeah,
episode.
true.
Hope you guys are in.
Tonight I dine on turtle soup.
This one was an interesting
turtle
matchup. When I first heard of it, I wasn't
Might
sure, but
be
after the
right.
episode came out, I gotta say it was awesome.
I mean, they
I could
pitted the
actually do a
ninja.
really. I could do a really good impression of Scotty Ray as Alex has attested to.
Yes.
This idiot has written his resume in crayon. I don't want to conquer this place. I want to conquer Earth. But I don't want to conquer.
Okay, I got a question for everyone. What's your first experience with the TNMT? How were you introduced?
Oh,
Kevin,
3.
2000, yeah,
funny.
03 show.
Funny thing, it wasn't any of the
Oh, three.
shows or the comic books. It was actually the games.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was, and oddly enough, I was first introduced by the Turtles because of the TMNT fighter on Genesis.
Yeah.
I
rest in
actually
peace.
also saw one of the Turtles arcade games at a local skating rink.
RGS, you were introduced with the 2003 show, right?
Yeah, that was the show I got into when I was really big on Turtle Suits.
Yeah. Mine was 2003 as well. 2003 show's so good.
Yes. Oh, and this is actually taken from a backstory given to us in the 2012 show
It's a good show too, honestly, so I can't
With-
really complain.
with Kevin Michael Richardson as the voice of Shredder, which makes this show the second time Shredder's been voiced by a person of color.
Nice. I love that movie, by the way. I love that movie.
Who doesn't?
So good.
Also, Shredder's voice
He did.
actor. Also, Shredder's voice actor in the original '90s movie. Shredder's actor had to be dubbed over or underneath the.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh yeah. Also,
I
another
love
cool
the
thing.
90s movie too.
Another cool thing when he turned into Super Shredder in TMNT 2, they had to get Kevin Nash to play him because
I was
he
about
was
to
so
mention
fucking big.
that.
he was so fuck off big that they had to cast him for that one transformation.
Yeah. It was still really
Unfortunately,
cool,
they dropped a bridge on him.
though. Yeah.
A literal bridge.
Little
Then
big
they
ass.
killed the movie, and then they killed the original movie franchise with the time travel one.
Oh, dude, they have potential with that one, man. That's still,
I still
that
have the
still holds
nightmares.
dude, that still holds a place in my heart because I at least know I can enjoy that one ironically more than I can the Michael Bay ones unironically.
You know what? Fair enough.
I like Out of the Shadows.
Yeah, I did too.
The first one's not good. It's trite, contrived, and cliched, and not nearly like. Think about how unfaithful to Transformers the Michael Bay Transformers movies were. The Michael Bay Turtles film, the first one, is less faithful than that.
Remember when they were going to be aliens?
Yeah. Fuck that noise.
Well, thankfully they weren't that, but, you know, almost
Kind of
worse.
ironic
They were
though, considering the Ninja Turtles actually have fought against aliens before.
why were they
Yeah, like
April's
the
pets?
Triceratons.
Actually, you know what? It would have been fine if they were April's pets if they'd have kept the backstory of Master Splinter.
They kept on changing the backstory of everyone in TMNT, so I don't know what you're on. Especially April. She's a
Yeah.
reporter,
I
then
don't-
she's a
look, I don't
scientist, then she's
care-
a kid,
I
then
don't
she's
care
a
about
magician.
any of that. And, like, the Splinter Shredder connection is the most important aspect of Turtles.
Yeah.
He either needs to be Hamato Yoshi's pet or Hamato Yoshi himself. He can't just be fucking nobody.
Why don't you just be both and have some sort of like Cloud Strife bullshit? Oh, I am Hamato Yoshi. Oh
Oh my
wait, but I
God.
wasn't. I was actually his pet. I only took his memories on because of this chemical that turned me into this mutation.
That would have been actually more reasonable than what they did in the Michael Bay film.
Should that would have been awesome.
RGS, what do you think of the Michael Bay films?
I'm not really keen on them. I mean, Trevor's origins and that fucking.
You're gonna have to say that again because all we heard was wah 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 wah.
You're cutting off a bit.
Right.
There's Kevin
I
Nash.
never really looked into the series.
You're cutting off again.
Ah,
Yeah, sorry, man. Is your earbuds charged?
yes.
I think I heard a yes. You want to try again, RGS? I feel bad.
I don't know. It just seems to be weird.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. We just
Oh,
heard
stop.
But anyway, yeah, I never
You know
really
what they
looked
need to
into
do? They
them
need to
because-
release the 2012
Alex-
Turtles show on fucking Blu-ray.
you. Hang on, RGS, what were you saying?
And the 2003 show.
I was never really
You know
keen
what?
on them Michael Bay
That
movies.
show
It was
wasn't
just
animated
always-
in HD,
Alex,
but
let him talk.
so I'd take just regular old DVDs
Ah,
in a complete
No.
series.
Here's the thing. It could be standard definition Blu-ray. They've done that before.
Okay.
Hang on, RGS was talking. Were you saying RGS? Try that again. I'm sorry.
I was just saying that I'm not really keen on the Michael Bay movies anyway. I never really cared to look into them more.
That's fair.
Yeah. Don't
Oh
blame ya.
God, this
Yeah.
game
Don't
where
even,
Nolan
man.
North voiced both Leonardo and the Shredder.
Why?
Mm.
Why? Why?
I would have been
don't
fine if it was
know.
just a Shredder. I don't see Nolan North as any turtle. Maybe Casey Jones.
No.
but-
He voiced Raphael in the 2007 movie, and he was actually really good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he did. The 2007 movie was super
Talking
good.
about TMNT.
Yeah, that was the TMNT animated movie.
I could
He-
not tell you who voiced who in that movie.
James Arnold
And-
Taylor voiced
Except for
Leonardo.
Patrick.
What do you guys think about Silver Samurai? Like, let's be real.
He's awesome in the comics.
He's
As
cool, but nobody gives a shit.
yeah, he's one
Yeah,
of the,
that-
he's basically one of those guys that's filling up a slot in the versus game.
Yeah, he's cool in concept, but he kind of sucks.
He's
Doug-
cool, but he sucks.
No, it's not the fact that he sucks. It's just the fact that he's underutilized. You got a guy who can use powers with any bladed weapon and any bladed
I prefer the
bladed
Steel
like.
Samurai. I'm just gonna put that out there. I prefer the Steel
Yeah.
Samurai.
Yeah, me too.
What do you think, RGS?
Honestly, I just missed the guy that Wolverine fought once.
Yeah. I agree with the rest of you guys, though.
Does
Like,
anybody
he's
not
cool,
get the
but
Steel
no one
Samurai
cares.
reference?
No,
That's I believe that's the Wolverine.
No, Steel
Yeah.
Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old
Oh.
Tokyo from Phoenix Wright.
You forget I don't.
wow,
You
it's been a
forget-
while since I heard of that.
You forget that I don't play everything that you do, Alex.
Everything that's
I-
good.
I had a DS
I
Lite and a
played-
flash card
no.
as a kid, and it shows.
I have 3
I
episodes of
played
that on
that.
the
No, I played that game, and even I didn't get that reference.
I never really played much Phoenix Wright, so
Fair enough.
His costume is badass, though.
Yeah, his costume was
costume is cool.
awesome.
Marvel vs. Capcom's design is awesome too. I love that sprite
By
work.
the way, Gizmo, have you ever seen the Wolverine's version of Silver Samurai? Because for some reason, Jeremy Scott genuinely believes people actually care about Silver Samurai enough to get
Dude,
quote unquote.
oh yeah,
pissed
we
off.
do. We could care about Silver Samurai. It's
Oh
just
guys, NSL, SNL.
SNL.
Yeah, Silver Samurai lost to the SNL Samurai guy.
Fuck the Wolverine movie, man. They made Silver Samurai. You're telling me you could not get the budget or the common sense to just get a fucking costume and make the guy a Silver Samurai, not have him pilot a fucking stupid looking mech?
You know,
I thought it-
I don't.
I thought it looked neat.
Why
Yeah,
It wasn't
I
at-
kind of don't care that much.
Diet
wasn't-
Silver Samurai. Faux
I mean,
Yeah.
Silver
the
Samurai,
mech would be
bitch.
fine. It's just it doesn't
Oh,
really
and here,
build up
get this.
to the character.
Apparently, if you heat up adamantium swords, you can cut adamantium. Doesn't work that way, you morons.
I mean,
What?
adamantium's rules are inconsistent at best.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
they
The
changed
rule for adamantium is that as long as you boil it and you keep it hot in a liquidated form, it will not have any problems. The moment it hardens, that's it. You're done. And unless you have some sort of like anti-metal thing where it uses some sort of whatever the fuck sci-fi method to
Do you remember
liquefy
how-
again, then okay, you can turn it into liquid again. But
Yes, but do you
other
remember
than that,
how,
no.
like, at various points in time, Thor and Captain America both have dented adamantium with Mjolnir and the shield, respectively? And then they've gone back and said, oh no, that wasn't real adamantium. That was, like, one of the 50 or 60 other types of adamantium. I mean...
I can buy that considering. Think about it. If you can't get adamantium, you might as well make a forgery. So it kind of makes sense why they would do something like that.
Just make sure it isn't adamantium beta or fucking beta or whatever.
Like people
What is
make
that,
fake
anyways?
gold.
I can't remember what that is. There are as
Yeah.
many variants of adamantium as there are fucking kryptonite.
Like people made fake gold. I wouldn't be surprised if people tried making fake adamantium in the comics.
Tools adamantium.
Wolverine and the X-Men. Shame that got canceled.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a good show too.
I have it all on Blu-ray.
Would it have like one season?
Time for a fight that's better than it should be.
Oh yeah. Now you'll face the Shredder, you stupid tart. Oh wait a minute, not turtles.
Oh, I love that.
Dude, if you can make a cutout look awesome, you know what you're doing.
Yeah. It's rare to do cutouts right, but they do it right here.
I love that they use the cartoony foot and not the
Yeah.
actual real ninja Foot Clan.
Funnily enough, people remember the Foot Clan more than they remember what they're parodying.
Yeah, the hand.
Yeah, the
from
hand. They're
Daredevil.
parodying Daredevil.
Did you know that Daredevil and the Ninja Turtles were created by the same incident?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Gotta love that connection.
Too bad they'll never cross over Daredevil with TMNT.
No, they
Eh.
legitimately need to make an animated movie out of that, kind of like they did Turtles and Batman. But you know,
That was
that's not
based on
gonna
the
fucking
comic, though.
happen.
It's never
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Like,
Damn it, Disney.
Let's go back here.
Hey, no, watch the episode, you dummy.
I'm watching it. The shelf is right next to me.
Fair enough.
There are a bunch of Marvel animated movies, and none of them are crossovers with a different property, and they haven't been making any for a while now.
It's always
Yeah.
DC doing it. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
DC's doing one with
give-
what is
give
it?
Give DC credit, at the very least, they're still fucking making animated movies, and
Yeah.
they get some publicity.
You would
Look
think
at that
Marvel
guy.
would at least make
Oh!
a crossover special or something.
Oh!
It's a Super Shredder.
Played by Kevin Nash.
It's Kevin
What-
Nash! Oh my god! He's in Death Battle at last!
Oh, that's
oh my
funny.
god, it's Diesel with a steel chair!
I love how into this you're
My
getting.
god, is my witness, he is broken in half!
Wait, he might tear a tendon.
Oh, it's so cool! Oh!
Oh, with his bare hands. Oh, I love what he does with his sword. Right there, in between.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I love how he just flicks the head off with the sword. Yeah.
Fatality.
Shredder wins.
Oh, that's a great comic reference on the right.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin, I need you to say fatality in the Shredder voice.
Fatality.
Yeah, he said the thing! Woo!
Shredder wins.
Now I will come after you measly turtles. Did he just poke fucking Leatherhead?
Yep.
Prodded him.
He's always preferred to use it as a means of escaping a battle, not really engaging in one. Even when he did use it during combat,
Yeah, he was a pussy in the animated series.
more experienced opponents.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like how they didn't even tear Logan's shirt there.
Yeah.
Oh, we're a kids show airing on Fox. We can't
Fox Kids.
possibly have any blood.
Yeah.
They aired fucking Digimon and they had to censor Escaflowne.
You know what they should have done? They should have made it a primetime show so they could actually have some blood and violence.
You know, funnily
Make it a
enough,
PG. Make it a
You know,
PG.
funnily-
You can have blood in a PG.
you know,
Yeah.
Digimon ended up through many different networks, including
Fox.
not just Fox.
It was on Jetix once.
Yeah, it was on Disney, and then it ended up on Nickelodeon. I'm not kidding about that part.
I would not trust Nickelodeon.
That's probably heavier than 600 pounds of people in cats.
The way they disrespected their characters and all these like fucking under
No, I
budget
like
racing
the
games.
2012 show. I like that show. That was good.
That's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, though. That's something else. There's no way you can disrespect them, you know, unless you're Michael Bay.
Yeah. All right. So, Alex, you first. What do you think?
You know what? I'm not gonna go as far as to say that it's time for a death battle, but I am gonna say it's a worthy death.
Agreed.
Man, I was gonna say
Yeah,
it's
we're
time for
for it,
Death
yeah.
Battle, just barely, because the animation's freaking great. The sense of speed they have, they made
it's up there.
here's the
I'd
thing.
say it's top.
Oh,
3,
yeah.
But, you know.
Here's the thing though, they made a cutout awesome looking, a fucking cutout. How do you pull that off? Like, you know, you're doing someone, yeah.
I
I
feel like
wanna
it's a
put
problem.
this-
I feel like the problem isn't the animation analysis. I think it's the problem with the matchup itself. Shredder versus Silver
Yeah.
Samurai. Silver Samurai, no, like dead ass is a cool character, but you have to be a very, very, very specific fan of the comic books to even care that much about the Silver Samurai. And even then,
And Silver Samurai doesn't have nearly as many feats under his belt as even the vanilla Shredder does.
yeah, surprisingly not that
Yeah.
many feats. And he's from like Marvel. He's like a
Yeah,
legacy
you know what?
character.
Yeah, you know what? Worthy Death, because the analysis isn't really much to note. There's some funny stuff like the SNL thing, but that's kind of it. The analysis is just
That's fair.
there. It's just there.
Oh my!
It's
It's the battle that makes it shine.
Nice.
It's like the actual animation that makes it shine. The actual battle.
Yeah. for sure. RGS, what do you think?
I would agree. It is worthy death, and I do agree that the matchup is what essentially kills the animation, or not even the
Yeah.
animation, the whole thing.
That I
It
would
would
say
have
it's
been nice
potential to
if
be
we'd
S
had a bit
tier.
more sword play. I'll say maybe we could
Yeah.
have had. Maybe we could have had the sword play, the two of them. You know,
Well, Shredder isn't really known for
Shredder-
using a sword, though.
Shredder has used a
Yeah.
sword before, though.
Yeah,
And,
but that doesn't mean he's known for.
I mean, have you
using
guys?
it all the
I mean,
time.
in the 03 show, he's got the friggin' sword of Tengu.
Look, Harry
Uh,
has literally never used Avada Kedavra, but they made him lead with that in
Yeah.
Harry versus
Yeah, I thought that was a
Luke.
little weird.
So, Shredder can have a sword in this. He has used a sword before.
To be fair,
So-
I think he did use it. I'm very certain he used the sword, unless it was like something
He
So
else.
has used it before,
just
like a
have-
few times, but that's only it. He's only
Let's
used it a
have
few
some
times.
sword play. We'll start off with some sword play. They can both lose their swords, and then it goes into like some hand-to-hand combat,
Nah.
and we get some nice technical
Nah.
hand-to-hand and between the two of them. And
Okay,
then-
but even then,
I
like
don't
Silver
know about
Samurai is
that.
not known for his
I-
hand-to-hand combat either. It's a double-edged sword here.
Yeah,
Like you
I
get
would like to
Silver
make a
Shredder, it's
compromise.
cool, but he's not
I-
known for his sword play. But then when you get them to both lose their swords, and Silver Samurai is not really known for his hand-to-hand.
I
What
don't
were
know.
you saying? What were you saying, RGS?
I would like to meet with a compromise. So Silver Samurai still has his sword, but Shredder initially goes like unarmed with his claws, and so he would systematically try to get the sword off Silver Samurai so he can use it for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't use his claws.
Okay.
That's honestly a good point. He
Well,
didn't use his claws,
then-
so
You could argue
That's a
his
bit weird.
punches are him using his claws, considering how long they
Yeah.
are already.
But
that's true.
But yeah, we could have like
we
a
need
little
to-
bit of technical
yeah.
breakdown because, like, being a samurai, he knows judo and jujitsu at the very least. Those are
Yeah.
prerequisites for the fucking title.
He knows
Yeah.
16 of them, I'm pretty sure. They showed a bunch that he knows.
Yeah, so they could have like a little bit of duking it out, and then we'll pull out the fucking super shredder.
Maybe
Yeah.
if this was
that'll end
3D, it would have
really
worked,
quickly.
but like being a 2D fight, they were limited.
Yeah, this
I
is
don't
one.
think there are
This is
models
one of the ones that
of
should have been 3D.
I don't think there's models of Harada.
There's
I know there are models of Shredder.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's tons of
Silver
models of
Samurai was
Shredder.
in
We need-
Marvel
wait, guys,
vs.
we
Capcom
need
3,
to-
wasn't it?
We need to
No,
get
he
through
wasn't.
this.
No,
Guys,
Silver Samurai was
guys.
in X-Men versus Street
Okay.
Fighter,
I
Children
have
of
to
the
be- I have
Atom.
to be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
He was
All
also
right,
in Marvel
hang
vs.
on, hang on.
Capcom 2. He was never in
Yeah.
3 or
Yeah, those
anything
aren't
else.
3D animated game. Yeah, those aren't 3D animated games. Those are 2D.
You could probably
What about
find
X-Men
someone that can make.
Legends?
You could probably ask like commission someone to make a 3D model, but I haven't seen a 3D
Yeah.
That's
model.
a lot of money. You know how much money it cost him to try and get the Voltron model? It's to give you an idea, it's still one of their most expensive episodes ever made.
I mean, you got 5 models for like 2 robots each.
Yeah.
That's
And
like
it
what?
didn't help. It didn't help that the Voltron model, they kept commissioning it, and the 3D modelers kept fucking it up. So they had to keep going to different 3D artists until they found the right one to do it right.
I mean, you got what, like 5 Rangers, 5 Voltron pilots, 5 mechs for the Power Rangers, 5 Lion mechs for the Voltron pilots, and then you got like them meshing up together into one each.
And this
So that's
would
like
have been
what,
before
5, 10,
for the
15,
grid.
20, 21,
Yeah.
22 models altogether, not including their weapons and powers.
Yeah. All right.
Holy
We need to get
shit.
through this. So where should we place the episode? At the top, middle?
At top.
Maybe in the middle of Deadpool versus Deathstroke and the remake of Boba Fett versus Samus.
I would say top. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah, that's where I put it. I put it at the top.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, no. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna put it below Deadpool Deathstroke.
Kevin, you're gonna be the
Deadpool Deathstroke
tiebreaker.
had
What
more
do you think?
technical.
Below Deathpool, Deathstroke.
All right, that's our tiebreaker. All right. Spinning.
Please no Naruto versus Bleach. Please no Naruto versus Bleach. Please no Naruto versus Bleach.
Oh, we eating good tonight.
Oh,
Huh.
shit! We got a classic one.
Okay.
We got a classic one. We got two season ones actually.
They had to disrespect my boy Mikey.
Yeah, they really hate Michelangelo.
To be-
in this one.
To be
Dude.
fair, this was really early on with the 10-minute limit, so we have to keep that in mind with both these episodes.
Dude, why you hating so much, bro?
Mikey won the fucking Battle Nexus, for Christ's sake.
Like they
Not even
care.
that. Michelangelo just has raw talent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
He's
Yeah,
able
he
to dodge Splinter's attacks in the 2012 cartoon without even looking.
yeah, Mikey's fucking excellent in this.
Yeah.
I feel like if they remade
Lest
this,
we-
they would actually. I feel like if they remade this, they would give Mikey the respect he deserves.
Yeah, lest we forget, Mikey was also trained by a ninja master.
They were all
Yeah.
were, but they keep forgetting that it's 4, not
They
3.
are- Yeah, they're equals in this, guys. They're not. Every member of the team exists for a reason.
Guys, consider this. This is super early on. They did not have a research sheet. This was just two random people who had to fit a lot of stuff in like under 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not good research, but again, this was super early on, so I'm willing to give them a pass on these episodes. So let's be a little fair.
I think you're being too kind. You shouldn't be like, oh, still like, no, you still have to use the current criteria we have.
I know. I agree. There are some episodes season 1 in this era I'll shit on, but like I like to be a little fair, especially in the era they were in.
Trying to take it into account. However, there are still there are obviously flaws with the project.
Yeah,
The
for sure. I agree there are flaws, but I don't think we should tear it to shreds.
The Zitz versus Leonardo one is the one that I'm more a little afraid of.
Donatello does machines.
I am not a fan of Zitz versus Leonardo.
Huh?
I'm more mad about the Zitz versus Leonardo one.
We'll get to that one.
Okay, in case you're and yes, in our running gag, I have to voice Donatello. Oh, I can imagine. I have to wonder, Alex.
City's worst nightmare.
Hey, is this Domino's? Can I get a large pizza pie with extra
Armored IQ of
pepperoni
637.
Fluent technobabble.
and Coca-Cola
Alex,
bottles?
Technobabble.
You're gonna make me talk a lot, aren't you?
Assuming we ever have
Oh, my
enough,
favorite turtle.
assuming we ever have enough time to do the Ninja Turtles versus Batman abridged, you know,
They're just mean to him. You're right. What
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, they are just straight up disrespectful.
Okay, that was funny. I always found that funny.
That's
considering
funny. Yeah,
Who didn't make high jokes with this guy?
Yeah.
a farming tool.
Hey,
like, come
dude,
on, guys.
I know
why?
we sure do. All
Good
the
for
time, bro.
strangling. Obviously, Mikey strangles enemies off screen. That's also funny.
I never really got the hate behind nunchucks. It's a recent thing too.
Yeah.
People are starting to shit on the nunchucks for
See,
some
that's
reason.
well, that's the thing. Like they're very effective if you know how to use them right. They're just hard to they're hard to use, like any other flail weapon.
Honestly,
And
that
they
shows
are-
how talented. That shows how talented Michelangelo is as a fighter. That he's able
Yeah,
to
I
use
was
them.
gonna say because like Mikey uses literally the one weapon that requires the most practice out of any of them.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot to mention this, but this is the first and only Death Battle episode to be banned off YouTube.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
Graphics.
Really? I don't remember. Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's not on their channel. It's been completely banned because Viacom hated how violent this episode was about the turtles.
This one?
They can seriously go fuck themselves. This is
Why is
any
Viacom
footage
gotta
that they
attack
used was
everything?
fair use.
Viacom's a bunch of pussies, man.
Ben Singer also said years ago that this episode taught them of what is too far when it comes to their violence in the show. But I mean, Yeah, this episode's pretty brutal, especially when it comes to the characters ripping each other apart. It's
Yeah,
very
this,
out of character.
yeah,
This
this
fight.
was way before they had any kind of setup for the death battle contestants.
Yeah.
Gamefly. I
They're
use
still
their
around.
Why even?
I
good?
use their services a couple
Surprised it's still
times.
around, honestly.
All right, time to watch the brothers kill each other. They're fighting over the last slice of pizza, guys.
They could have done that.
The really crunchy sound effect.
Ah! He's
Why you
dead.
gotta be like that?
Bruce
Oh, this is
Lee would be very disappointed.
You know, Alex, these sprites are actually from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fighting game where Shredder could be interpreted as saying.
Ah!
Anyways, I was saying those
That
sprites are
NES
taken from the they're taken from this Super NES
Oh my god!
arcade fighter
No,
where
Oh my god!
where
He's tearing
Shredder
to shreds.
where Shredder sounds like he's saying "raw hooker." I'm not kidding.
Hooker.
The only way Raph could ever beat Donnie would be through bullshit.
Also, death battle.
Those
I'm kidding.
size are not gonna do shit to a fucking bow staff.
But they will do something to these swords, like in the 2007 movie.
Yes.
Yeah, if Leonardo was actually trying to kill... They actually make a good point. I mean, if Leonardo was trying to kill Raphael, he would have done so. Oh, even with the sword snapping in the movie.
Yeah.
Not for strength or speed, but for strategy. Leonardo understands the strengths and weaknesses of the other turtles. His biggest threat was Raphael's sword snapping side, so he attacked the weakest of the group first. This means Leo let Donnie
Leonardo...
So mean. So mean.
Why you gotta be like that with my boy?
And I can hear all the fanboys raging, but Raph won in the movie. He should win here. Nya, nya. No. 4 reasons. 1, the result of the fight was specifically plot constructed, which is rarely accurate. 2, Leonardo absolutely decimated Raph in the fist fight beforehand.
Yep.
Leonardo didn't want to fight at all. If he did, he would have killed Raphael right here.
Yep.
And the whole movie doesn't make much sense to begin with.
Boo.
Yeah, I don't have any disagreement with how this ends, but I do have a disagreement with
How they treated Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey. It should have come down to fucking Donnie and Leo at the end.
Yep.
I still think Raph and Leo would be the final fight, but I do still think that we should have had more moments with Donatello versus Michelangelo, because they kind of come off each other well.
Donnie and Mikey should have fought more, but also, like, if you're gonna put, it's fine. If you're gonna put,
Yeah, it was fine.
if you're gonna put,
I agree.
if you're really
Way below,
seriously going to pit, like Donnie and Raph, Donnie and Raph together. If you're gonna seriously pit those two together, you have to have something more than just Raph getting like getting like a drop on him like he did in this. You have to go into some of the technical aspects of how you use this sai. Their acrobatics, the ninjutsu and jujitsu that they know. Oh, you have to go like deeper and more technical than I think they were capable of doing at the time.
Yeah. So this definitely could have used a remaster.
Yeah.
I do want to say, like, before like a super early episode, it's pretty good. Like Ben Singer surprisingly puts on some pretty good 2D action there, honestly. The deaths are fucking brutal, but they're kind of satisfying to watch even if it's about 4 brothers brutally killing each other.
For the last slice of pizza.
Yeah.
Unless,
That's our canon. That's our canon. So I would put it above Boba versus Iran, honestly. What would you guys say?
Boba Fett versus the nation of Iran.
What?
That's not what I said, and you know it!
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's canon here. Boba Fett goes to war with Iran.
Just in a similar vein that Ezra Miller declared war on all of Hawaii.
Okay, where does the episode go?
I think the where it is fits perfectly. And you know what's funny though is
Yeah.
that if it came out today, I would have put it in the pretty bad category. But
Yeah, I
because
would
of
put it in failure.
but because of the timeline it came out in, the restrictions they were under,
Mhm.
it does belong and it was fine.
Yeah.
You gotta consider like what they were put under.
Yeah, I agree. Like a lot of the early episodes, they were released today, they would be an absolute failure. But because of the era and the circumstances, they don't belong in that category.
I assure you, if they made a remake, it would be up in a worthy death.
Man, with this episode being banned by Viacom, you really think they're going to try and do that?
I'm sure they would, because let's face it, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is an icon that even the youngest of millennials at least have heard of. I mean, they're still making stuff for it today, even if not TV shows or cartoons. They're at least putting them in media like video games as special guest appearances or
Yeah.
movies.
And
Crossing
now
over with
Leonardo's
Batman.
going up against Zitz, the leader of the Battle Toads.
Yeah, this is the only episode in Death Battle history where the combatant comes back right after they won.
Oh, right after. Just fuck this episode.
Yeah. Interesting fact about this episode. This episode was originally going to be Leonardo versus the White Ranger.
That would have
The
been
reason,
better.
Oh, they would eventually put him against a Power Ranger later.
yeah,
Yep.
much later. The reason why they do it was because
These nerds are the reason why I needed it to cheat to win Battletoads. These fucking nerds
I do
are
love
the
the fact
literal
that the-
reason
I do love
why
the
I
fact that the
can't beat
difficulty is
Battletoads
canon.
legitimately.
I will say, the reason why they didn't do White Ranger was because they couldn't decide on Zitz or him. So they decided to have a fan poll on Screw Attack at the time, and the fans on Screw Attack voted for Zitz, making it one of the very few episodes in Death Battle to actually be decided by a vote. There are a few others, like a Smokey versus McGruff, and surprisingly Naruto versus Ichigo, which we'll talk about when we get to it. Hey, think about it like this, Kevin. We could have had Ichigo versus Yuffie.
I would have rather had that.
Naruto versus Luffy.
I'll give context on that when we get to that episode.
At that point, I would have just said make a big free battle royale.
Yeah.
Ichigo would still win, realistically speaking.
They should do that three-way fight after One Piece ends. That would be fun, honestly.
Sure.
I mean,
When
like
that
Yuffie has
ends.
Toon Force now.
Luffy has Toon. No.
Yes. He genuinely has Toon Force now. I'm not even joking.
That sounds like a gross
No.
over-exaggeration.
Hey, Sagi Jumbo.
Yeah, I was talking to Chimus about it. The form was inspired by a lot of the Tom and Jerry cartoons.
Oh, I have that game. I streamed it.
That's a good game.
Funny thing, you could actually pick any turtle besides Leonardo, and any one of them could beat Shredder and have their own cutscene. Like I beat the game with Michelangelo, and and he legitimately is the one who beat Shredder in the game.
Yeah. Man, that analysis happened way faster than I thought it would. Ooh,
Yeah, that's really fucking quick.
Yeah, that was a bit too fast.
I think it was mostly due to the fact that they already went over Leonardo in the previous Death Battle, so it was kind of redundant.
Yeah, this one came one after another.
How many times have they used Batman up to this point, though?
0 times.
No,
you mean right now? 4 times.
4 times.
Yeah. Yeah, Batman has actually taken more L's than wins in Death Battle. The only person he's won against was fucking Captain America. And even with the Hellbat suit, he lost to Iron Man. Because Iron Man is just,
Iron Man is smarter.
He's fucking Iron Man.
And he had the suit.
Yeah, this one was lame.
Such
Yeah.
Balzors.
Let's see.
But when it came to using the environment, Zitz couldn't handle Leonardo's ninja skills, and his lack of training left him.
He couldn't handle the ninja.
He
You know,
couldn't
funnily
handle
enough,
the
funnily enough,
Wow.
there was a DeviantArt death battle with what's her face from Steven Universe, or that combination gem.
You got to be more
Yeah.
specific than that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a gem nobody cares about because Steven Universe is shit.
I believe it was.
Oh wow, that's all of the gems.
I believe it was Rat Ash that fought against her and lost.
Yeah.
I'm
putting this
Alex,
in pretty
you go
bad.
first.
It was lame.
Yeah, I'm putting this in pretty bad because
Yeah.
one thing
Even when we're considering the
analysis
time it
takes up
came
more
out,
of
it
the
was
time
pretty
than
bad.
The death battle itself isn't all that great, and I don't disagree with how it ends. Leo is obviously the better fighter, but this is also just a shitty.
Yeah.
I feel like if
shitty
they
death
waited a
battle.
bit longer and maybe, let's say, had the Battletoads up against the double dragon guys, Billy and Jimmy Lee, or something else, then maybe it would have been better.
I
Be
think
like-
you mean Jimmy and Jimmy.
This was when
Well,
Screw Attack
yeah, Billy and
was
Jimmy.
just Screw Attack still, and we're concentrating more on
Jimmy and
video games.
Jimmy.
Yeah, no, they said, sorry, which one of you said Billy and Jimmy?
Yeah, Billy and Jimmy Lee. I think if they had like the Battletoads guys,
No,
fight, like, Lee brothers.
Gizmo, you said their name wrong. It's Jimmy and Jimmy.
Okay.
Yeah. So if they'd gone up against somebody who's a bit. This is not a particularly interesting matchup. This is only because the Battletoads are a Ninja Turtles knockoff.
They're well known.
Oh, just imagine them fighting against the fucking street sharks.
That would
you know what? That would have been cool.
That would have been really
better.
cool.
I need
But yeah, it had like the animation had some decent bits, but the analysis was boring. The result, I mean, it made sense, but boring, and the rest of it was just. It's not an absolute failure. I can't put it down there, but it is still pretty bad.
It's a slog,
I agree.
Man.
It's
a
not very
slog.
entertaining. It doesn't.
Let's get the mouthwash off. Let's watch a good episode. I totally jinxed it.
Yes, you did.
Please don't jinx it again.
What are we going to get? What are we going to get?
It's such low resolution, I can't say.
Jinx it. We got a good one. We got a good one.
Nice.
Miles Morales versus Static Shock. Two characters I actually really like.
You'll like this episode. I think you'll like this episode.
But people will still genuinely think that people like me are racist just because Miles Morales is still not identified as actual fucking Spider-Man.
People get mad about that, but even the Marvel advertising has it as Miles Morales' Spider-Man.
Well, then
Spider-Man.
Well, then maybe they should get on the Marvel guys instead of getting on people like us.
You know what's funny?
I can't believe Marvel is racist.
You know what's funny though?
Miles
the
hasn't even been called Spider-Man in
technically he has been. It's just only the characters in the comic books have been calling him Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But seriously, Miles hasn't been known as Spider-Man in a while now. He's been called Spin for like 2 years, I think.
Wait,
which
he was
is
called what now?
Spin.
Yeah.
It's a really stupid name. I
That's
agree.
stupid.
They should have called him Spider-Gwen is now called the fucking Ghost Spider instead of Spider-Woman.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Miles should be Ghost Spider though because he goes invisible.
I think the Gwen Spider one, the Spider-Gwen being called Ghost Spider fits because of the
hang on. You know what Gwen Spider should be called? White Widow.
Oh,
you know what? That's a
better.
good idea.
That's a good idea. Give the Ghost Spider. Give the Ghost Spider to Miles.
Yeah. And White Widow would be a reference to her losing her Peter in her universe.
That makes sense
that's a
too.
good idea.
Maybe they should, if anything, maybe they should try to give Miles a name revolving around his graffiti art, maybe?
Maybe. I will say, we are giving Miles shit a bit, but let's agree that Spider-Verse was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
We're not really giving Miles shit. We're just giving Marvel how
Into the Spider-Verse
shit.
Into the Spider-Verse is definitely the best version of Miles Morales.
Oh,
bar
absolutely.
none.
Oh, hey, Ultimate Spider-Man. I love that comic.
We're talking.
That was
Yeah,
a good
Ultimate
one.
Spider-Man is bee's knees.
Oh, that's when he
the-
starts explaining to Mary Jane.
RGS, did you disconnect for a second?
He did,
Yes, I did.
All right. Good to have you back.
9.
But yes,
Hey.
oh my god. For anyone watching this, the Unwatched Spider-Verse, exit the video, go watch it. Watch it right now. You have no excuse.
Into the Spider-Verse is like tied for best Spider-Man film with Spider-Man 1, I think.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 for me.
No
It's
Way
like-
Home. No Way Home 2
Spider-Man
and
2 is shit.
Spider-Verse.
No, it's
Fuck
not.
you,
I'm
better.
kidding.
Alex, you motherfucker,
kidding.
don't
We're
start this.
I was going to say, if we're seriously going to have that discussion, it again. Oh boy.
I'm not brave enough.
Uh,
To quote my friend Obi-Wan, oh no, I'm not brave enough for politics.
Oh, from the worst Star Wars prequel.
oh, fuck
Yes.
off.
Well, you're saying that the prequel had nothing to offer?
No, I said
It
from
only-
the worst Star Wars prequel.
Episode
Yes.
2.
No,
You're really
he didn't
starting
say that
this,
in
Kevin.
episode 2.
Oh, no, guys, no. We're not starting
Sure.
this. I'm vetoing you both. Stop
The
it.
negotiations were short.
Oh, we're having too much fun with this.
Homer being a
aren't we?
dumbass.
To be honest, I would have just called Miles the Prowling Spider-Man as a nod to Prowler.
Ah,
You know what? That would be good.
yeah.
Because like you give everyone their own adjective.
Yeah, because
That way you can still identify them.
him being Spider-Man literally only works when he's the only Spider-Man. He has to have
Yeah,
a
like
name
in-
because like you've got there are already too many characters who have like the Spider-Man moniker over the years, and
Yeah, I
there were
agree.
already 2 Spider-Men in 616, you know?
Yeah.
Technically 3, considering Ultimate was still existing when
No, I
616
mean,
Spider-Man went to the Ultimate.
In the same 616 universe, though. Because there
Ah.
was Peter Parker, and then there was the Mac Gargan Venom, who was known as Spider-Man in the Dark Avengers.
You're using a movie feed? Okay, that's a bit weird, but I'll accept it.
And then there was also, technically,
Ben Riley.
Ben
Oh,
Riley
okay.
and Kane Parker were both known as Spider-Man at different times.
Counting the clones.
Oh, God.
We have to.
Homelander's dead.
Oh God, I was actually talking with Luca about that at today.
If you know, you know.
When we were
Did Miles just go Ultra Instinct there?
Yes, I believe so.
I like
Sorry.
that story, Secret Wars. I like Secret Wars.
I
Fuck,
hated
fuck
Secret
all
Wars
of you
because
hate it.
I hated it solely for the one reason: they destroyed the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, that's fair, but I still.
the Dakota verse.
Oh yes.
Oh,
My dad,
yes.
dude, my dad saw this part and he fanboyed out, knowing that they were gonna bring up Static Shock's how he's wasn't a DC comic book at the time.
Yeah, they do a great job explaining that in this episode.
Superhero Static
Dude,
Shock.
I will say it's funny how Miles
Oh,
and
hot
Static
streak.
relate to that.
Oh, Static Shock. Aside from the Zeta Project, you're the only show that doesn't have a Blu-ray set in the DC.
doesn't?
Why? It should. It's such a good fucking show.
I can only
yeah.
guess it's because of it being associated with the Dakotaverse, not DC.
Nah.
That's
Well, the
dumb.
Listen
DVD,
to
the DVD
DCAU.
is still in print. It did take a while for Superman the Animated Series to come to Blu-ray for some reason.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
For those watching, the Static Shock is an amazing show. That's a lot of dead people.
Yeah, go check it out.
Oh, they ain't dead.
I have.
Also check
It's
out
one
the
of
old
it's one of-
Wildstorm
it's one of-
comic run.
It's one of the few shows to do politics right. Like it's political writing when it has it, it's done so well. Beautifully well, I would argue.
Actually,
Well-
of the post 2000,
They did political.
Post 1990 DC TV shows. Static Shock, The Zeta Project, and Birds of Prey are the only ones to not have Blu-ray releases.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, the Zeta Project I understand because that show isn't really popular, but why
Well, I
not
mean, it's
Static
getting a
Shock?
following.
I mean, I just realized so Static Shock's getting a movie, so maybe we'll get the Blu-ray set around that
God,
release.
I hope so. But then again,
Oh, I really
like,
do hope
they
so.
didn't give us a Superman the Animated Series box set for the Blu-ray box set for the anniversary of Superman. They literally
Yeah.
only gave us Superman the movie on 4K. And it's like, okay, come on, guys.
Yeah, come on, just release it all on Blu-ray and 4K
Here it comes.
already.
Here's
Hey,
the
come
exhibition.
on, help a guy out.
Oh, I should mention that while Static is part of the DC universe, he did not start there. See, Static was originally created by Milestone Comics, which eventually merged
Yep.
with DC. Their characters, including Static, existed in an
Milestone,
alternate
like
timeline known as the
Wildstorm.
Universe. Then a guy named Dharma
Which
took
technically
power,
makes the
and
old
executed
Image
everything else,
comics
sending Static
of
into
the
the
Resident
Multiverse
Evil
timeline.
series DC Comics because they transitioned over to being published by Wildstorm after a couple of issues.
No, not that button! No!
Oh, I'm not a fan of this part.
Oh, shite, don't you know? Let's figure out who got wins a fatality fuffle.
What the fuck?
What?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this.
Why do we even have that button?
I'm sure that's fine.
Why not?
He says that now, but
That is the greatest cringe I've ever witnessed in my entire life.
I'm cringe for a reason.
God is dead,
Never been-
and I have cringed.
I've never been so happy to have cringed. Damn.
I have no mouth and I must cringe.
Cringe by dawn, cringe by dawn, cringe by dawn.
cringe by daylight.
Bitch, I know what I said.
You don't know what you said. What if we said
Cringe.
silent cringe?
What the fuck? I don't remember this.
Wait, you don't remember this from the show?
I genuinely don't. Oh my god.
Come
Yeah.
fly with me.
Let's fly,
Fly,
let's
will
fly
fly
away.
away.
Gives Paul McGrath some
exotic
point.
booze.
Yeah, he had a scuffle with Superboy.
Yeah.
Bruh,
Connor-
just put him in a
oh,
death battle
Connor.
already.
Connor?
Yes,
I mean-
Connor.
Yes,
Yeah,
I mean,
who
they
else?
did. I mean, they did pick it. Connor against Gohan in 1 minute melee.
Yeah, DBX ain't really something that anybody counts.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, DBX and One Man Melee did it. Both of them. The DBX used the young version specifically.
Yeah, one used Connor Kent from Young Justice back in the day, and another one used Connor Kent
The
from
good version of Connor Kent from the
the black T-shirt one.
something
Let's
else.
watch the animation. Guys,
The
let's watch
good
the
Connor
animation.
Kent is the '90s.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we gotta watch
I
the
love
animation.
that jumpsuit with the jacket.
And the one from the movie.
Ooh!
The voice acting is spot on, except for maybe Miles. It's a little high pitched.
The Miles is really
Yeah.
good, I would say.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought Miles was a bit whiny.
Oh, the music's what? I was gonna say whack.
Yeah, the music is accurate.
Hey,
Dude, why are you giving me shit?
He dabbed!
It- It's because I'm black, isn't it? Wait, what? What? Yeah. Racist ass Spider-Man motherfucker. It's because I'm black. Bro, what the fuck? No. It's
Detroit versus Brooklyn. Who wins?
I love the animation so far. Ooh, I love the style. It's very good.
Oh yeah.
yeah, the spider sense stylization is great.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's really cool. I wish comics kind of used it more.
yeah. I actually
Yeah.
agree with that. The comics should use it.
Keep thinking.
At least
Oh,
for
yeah.
Niles. 'Cause
I actually like that.
Yeah.
Sadly, this is still better or usage of rap than in Darkseid versus Thanos.
I thought that was all right.
I like that. I like the rap.
It didn't work.
No,
Yeah.
it didn't.
I don't
That's
agree.
why
It was a valiant
Oh.
effort, but that's about all it was.
Ooh. Oh no. Oh.
Ooh, there goes the arm.
Oh, that's badass.
I forget. Is this before or after Miles gets buffed with his Venom Blast?
I think before.
No, I think it was after.
I can't remember. Oh.
I have met Phil Lamar at
Oh.
Terrificon and at Kineticon before.
Dude, I'm
And
fucking jealous.
he's certainly a good sport. Heard about things.
That was a very stylish stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder how Phil Lamar feels about seeing this, having this episode being a thing.
I don't think he pays much attention.
There's a lot of C-Levs that are asked about Death Battle, considering they voiced the characters. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of people who tried to contact Tara
Yeah, there's the
Strong.
sting, the Venom sting that's mentioned.
The variety of techniques at Static's disposal also rent many of Spider-Man's abilities moot.
Like how Spidey's invisibility didn't matter when Static could light him up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, that's actually a thing he did in the show.
Yeah.
To find
Yes.
or to suss out the imposter.
Electromagnetic fields.
And, well, shockingly, Static only hit him once. See, his electromagnetic manipulation gave him control over Miles's wall crawling and other abilities. As soon as he got a hold of Miles's bio
Wall crawling doesn't work like that.
But hey, Miles and all the other Spider-Men fight
The
I
wall
mean,
crawling doesn't fucking work like that, guys. It's not
No, it
electrostatic.
doesn't.
No, it's not. It's a adhesive based.
He has no feats of power that come even close to Static, and frankly,
That's a fucking fan theory.
it was a fascinating matchup, but
Oh no.
oh, they were right about Electro being a dumbass, though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's necessarily wrong because, like, the fucking... You could use it to say that, like, the fibers that he... on his fingers that he uses to stick to things are, like... You know,
The
that
fibers
is-
are a Sam Raimi thing. It is purely just adhesive based.
Possibly because of how different the spider is compared to
they-
Peter Parker's,
did-
that it works
okay,
differently.
yeah, you're right, because his powers are more electricity based, and the fibers thing aren't specifically a Raimi thing. And those were explored in other.
What you doing? Put it on could have been worse.
No, I'm not gonna put. No, I'm not gonna
I'm
put.
putting it at
You
the
better
top
put it
of
on pretty damn
it was
good.
fine. I'm putting it at the top of it was fine. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it
I think it was pretty damn good.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, it was okay.
I would say Worthy
Like-
Death.
Yeah, like right at the top.
Yeah, I would say that too.
I'm putting. Okay, I'll put it at the bottom of it was fine of pretty damn good. Because
I put it on the top.
What'd you say?
I put it on the top of it's pretty damn good.
I would put in Worthy Death. Honestly, there was just a lot of style, and the research was
it's
really.
got a lot of
good.
style, but it's too short. I think. Like I understand why it is, but a spider character should have like a bit more resilience than that, because granted, Static Shock basically manipulates a bunch of Miles's other stuff, but Miles's reflexes should carry him a little bit faster or farther than this. So
Yeah, but keep in mind he's still he's practically still in middle school as far as I remember.
It is the 13-year-old version of
High
the
school.
character, not like the more
Yeah.
experienced version from 616.
They're not
Also,
using the adult versions in this episode, so you gotta keep
Yeah.
that in mind.
Yeah.
Isn't Miles still kind of the younger in the universe we have right now? I mean, 616 Spider-Man was an adult.
Still young, but he's at least like college age.
They've fucked up the different stuff so much that I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Kevin, what did you say? Pretty damn good?
It was fine.
Alright, so we got 1, it was fine, 2, pretty damn good, and a worthy death. RGS, how would you put?
I would also put it in pretty damn good, but that's because I felt some moments kind of did lack that impact.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I feel like
Alright, so where
something's
should we
missing.
put it?
Yeah.
I'm putting
I
it
would
at
put
the
it
end.
at the top.
Right at the top. Yeah, there you go.
I'm putting it at the end, but my pretty damn good is far different from the official pretty damn good, so
Yeah.
I'd have to
my
look and
gosh, what would you
see.
put it?
I'd have to look and see on my tier list image where
like
that
me
would be.
personally,
Yeah.
I have Adora versus Diana, Ganondorf versus Dracula, and Sora versus Pit on pretty damn good. So I'm putting it kind of at the bottom of that. It does sort of pain me to put it above Captain Marvel versus Captain Marvel, even as short as that fight wound up being.
Yeah.
Oh, Shazam! Shazam!
RGS, where would you put it on this?
I would have placed it in the middle because I still think Pit versus Sora it does have better impact shots, and I'm more preferable
You know
to that.
what?
Pit
You know
versus
what?
Sora,
I
it
agree
does
with
have
that.
better animation, I'd say.
I'm conflicted because I like the analysis in Miles better, but I like the animation more in Sora. So, Kevin, you want to break this tiebreaker? I'll go with whatever you say.
Keep in mind they had to create new sprites as well as edit and color edit some in the Virgil versus Miles fight.
That's a good point.
Pit versus
Virgil
Sora on
versus
the other.
Maya.
Pit versus Sora on the other hand, they used a couple sprites from one of the Super Smash Brothers Flash games.
Yeah, that's a good point. They had to work with custom sprites, and those are usually I'll put it at the top honestly because it does take a lot more effort with their sprite rigs to make it all smooth. And it was a lot. I mean, I agree with RGS. There's some impact lacking, but I do think it does make up for it.
Yeah, something I don't know what I don't know what it is, but something is missing from it to make me think it's a worthy diff. Something is missing. I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It feels a little bit floaty in places. No pun intended.
We're kind of in a tie here, so let's just compromise and put it between. Let's just compromise and put it in between. We all good on that?
Yeah.
I wanted to put it in between anyway, so I'm happy.
Yeah. All right, shuffling. Here we go.
Please no Bleach versus Naruto. Please no Bleach versus Naruto.
Red versus Ty. Come on.
Wait. No. No.
Mommy.
At the very least, the retcon is getting what she deserves.
Yep.
All right. Let me get this.
Not my Sindel.
You got two MILFs screaming at each other. That's the only good thing about it.
Yeah, but here's the
I keep forgetting Black Canary has a child.
Yeah, but here's the thing: one MILF actually was retcon on to be.
Well, here's the other thing: one MILF is a slut, and one MILF is loyal.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, but which one's which? Because that depends on the universe for Black Canary.
He's right.
I like that opening. I do like that opening.
Arrowverse. Although Oliver is a massive himbo in the Arrowverse.
I will say,
he's a man-ho in that
dear
show.
God, that he is so much of a man-ho.
Oh, damn, Sindel. Damn, Canary.
I will
Okay.
say, hang on. I will say,
Oliver gets more puss than fucking Wolverine does.
I want to
I
say,
know
I
you get
do
more than that, man.
I do understand why this matchup exists, but why?
They don't.
Why?
The only reason why they exist is because they both have similar
Why are we
powers, and
talking
that's
about
it.
Justice
Oh, I'm sorry.
Society?
I mean similar power. One power they have in common. That's it. Just one.
Black Canary's mom was the original Black
Oh.
Canary, was part of the Justice Society.
That too.
Yeah, which led to a really stupid running gag on the fucking Arrow show, where
Girl, that
Dinah
Arrow.
Lance had. There were.
Oh, dude, Wildcat's badass.
I
Yeah.
love
Yeah, he is.
Wildcat.
Oh, he's
That's
literally
very underused.
he's literally just a boxer in a cat costume, and he's managed to beat Bane's
Oh,
ass.
that canary cry is cool.
Wildcat should have. You know what they should have done? They should have made a fucking Justice Society movie instead of Wonder Woman 84, and Wildcat should have been in it. Along
Yeah.
with the Jay Garrick Flash and Alan Scott Green Lantern.
Damn, girl.
I will say,
Yeah,
season
Dinah
7
Lance
is weird.
Jr.
I will
Yeah.
say season 7 is weird because
Smash
it
both.
has like more Marvel and DC matchups than any other matchups in the series.
Yeah. Oh,
At,
by
like,
the way,
12,
there are two
like-
characters named Dinah Laurel Lance in Arrow, and a character named Dinah Drake.
Sorry.
Dumb.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to rant for a second here because season 7 had way too fucking many Marvel and DC matchups. Like there were like 12 episodes that were just Marvel and DC or DC out of 20 episodes, not counting the boys battle royale.
I mean, the boys.
Like it was too much, and this episode didn't really help things because why Black Canary versus Sindel?
I
Black
still don't
Canary-
understand this.
All Black Canary has to do is scream loud enough, and Homelander gets a brain aneurysm.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, like this matchup just bores me. Like they scream.
Yeah, this is one of the weirder matchups.
It's like, oh, they
It al-
scream. That's the perfect episode.
Yeah, that's exactly why it kind of got me off. It's only the one power that they both have that makes people think, oh yeah, this makes sense. Okay, but what else do they have that could possibly have them make a good matchup?
Yeah.
Like
There's
they
like
aren't.
opposites, there's like similarities, but they don't have either.
Oh my god, it's Mecha Goose.
Make a Goose Howard.
No! Aw.
Okay, I don't know what to say to that joke.
So stupid.
Wonder
I
Woman
like
is
it when-
not wearing a bra in that.
Yeah.
She never wore a bra.
That Cyclone is actually the granddaughter of the OG Red Tornado, who is a woman.
Mm.
I'm not kidding.
Mm.
What is with that sound?
That's right. She outsped an alien supercomputer. Keep in mind, Dinah does not technically possess
Ooh, girl, damn. Oh shit, Canary on Vixen.
Yep.
Yeah, boy.
I will say the animated series made her nice.
They always make the girls nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce Timm is horny.
Yeah.
He's
The
a man of
animated series
culture.
was on a whole other level.
He's a man of culture.
Bruce Timm is the king of Hornyville.
He always gives
Shame
every
that
girl bullshit.
Hornyville destroyed some movies after that run.
Sure.
Remember when Harley Quinn raped Nightwing?
She didn't actually rape him.
No,
I
she
have
did not
that
rape
movie.
him.
She
No.
tickled him.
I have that movie.
They played around. They literally played around in bed and tried tickling each other.
I have that
Yeah.
movie. I got it from the Dollar Tree.
Why is I do wonder why did they get Lois from Family Guy to voice Harley in that?
It wasn't
That
Lois
wasn't
from
Lois
Family
from
Guy.
Family Guy. That
not
was
her.
that was one of the
it?
girls. No,
That was
was
from
one of the girls from
Big Bang
Theory.
It was Howard.
Really?
It was
Yeah, Howard's
Howard's
girlfriend.
It sounds exactly like
Yeah.
Lois. What the fuck?
No,
What the
Howard's.
fuck? No, where do you get
Yeah,
that?
it was Howard's wife.
Harley
and,
Quinn and Batman.
She's a good choice.
Wait,
She's a
are
good
we
choice
talking
to
about?
voice Harley.
Wait, hang
Yeah,
on.
it's
Are we
a lot
talking
better
about
than
the same-
Kelly
hang on. Are we talking about the same movie?
Yes.
Batman and Harley Quinn. Yeah.
Yes.
By decree of the elder gods, an invading force from another realm must defeat the defending.
Because it sounds like Lois. Is that just me?
Yes,
Yeah,
it is
It's
just
just
you.
you.
Weird.
You're weird.
Yeah, Kelly Cuoco sucks as Harley.
Yep.
Rocking the Alvara digs like a pro. What?
Elvira.
Rocking the Elvira dig.
Elvira.
Like
a
the
hero
absolute
The Elvira
cleavage.
look.
Was a hero before time reset. Fuck you, Mortal Kombat 11.
She was always a hero. She was just brainwashed.
Until the reboot.
Until 11, which
Reset.
they like to.
I've had several opportunities to buy Mortal Kombat 11, and I have not taken them.
I want to remind everyone that we could have had Ash Williams in that game, but WB got cheap when it comes down to paying the fee.
You bastards!
For context, Ash was in the files and he was being added.
It was the
But
files,
Ash
yeah.
versus but Ash versus Evil Dead was delayed indefinitely, and Warner Bros. Was given the choice to wait for the game to release or pay a fee to allow to Ash in the game about promoting Ash versus Evil Dead. They
Dude,
refused to pay the fee, and all the DLC got canceled before the game could even come out.
You know WB is not good with
It-
holding
it-
up a server for anything.
I'm so mad.
WB spits on online services. You know this.
I spit on you.
They took down the MK
Could've-
versus DC servers. They took down the Gotham City Imposters. Well, no, they didn't do that, but they stopped supporting it. They stopped supporting MK9 servers, even for PC. For fucking PC.
They also stopped selling it on
Wouldn't be
Steam.
a
You
problem if
can't-
dedicated servers happened.
Yeah. Also, for whatever reason, Mortal Kombat 9 got delisted from Steam, and you can no longer buy it on PC.
You could, it's just you have to go to a certain websites to get the code and everything. Even then, that's
Yeah,
bullshit.
Oh,
Remake that!
that's a great reference.
I
That's
want
a
to see
great
that.
reference.
I want to see
That
a
one
remake
needs
of
to
that
come
show.
up.
Yeah, that episode's better than this one. I want to watch that instead. Just eggs out the episode and watch it instead.
Damn, those costumes. I miss those costumes.
Oh,
The facial
the-
models I could do without, but the costumes, yes, they look great.
I like the female models. They looked all right.
No,
Yeah.
the facial models.
The facial models, they
Oh.
still looked all right to me. Could have looked a lot worse.
Honestly,
A
I
lot
just
worse.
wish costumes were a lot more better, to be honest.
Oh, God.
that's just mean.
We don't need that imagery. We don't need to know what he eats at Taco Bell every Tuesday.
I never really got the joke behind the Taco Bell shits.
No, I
I never had them.
I don't.
I ate a lot of
know if I
Taco
just
Bell,
have
and
guts of steel, or if they're just stupid.
Fuck the retcon.
I think everybody else must be
Oh,
weak. For I
fuck
am not.
this. Fuck that timeline bullshit, man. Oh, I was always dedicated to Shao Kahn. Were you though?
No, this is just a bad retcon, honestly. Why?
Mortal Kombat is home to a lot of bad retcons. I choose to ignore it until they fix it.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's save the animation
Smash.
data because I don't remember the animation at all.
The
remember
animation's
it being
okay, but
funky,
yeah,
it's
there's some
Sindel.
one or two weird things.
I hate the facial animation in these
Oh,
episodes.
get this! They had to edit.
Oh, God, what the fuck is with that hair?
What is up with
They
her
actually-
thighs?
They actually gave an explanation on the hair. They have to try and edit a bunch of Felicia sprites just to get that hair right on Sindel.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can understand why it's a bit harder to get right.
the facial animations are odd in this one.
Yeah, they
the
really
facial
are.
animations are weird. Ooh. Oh.
You're kidding me, right?
I mean, it's Mortal Kombat.
Yes, but
they
the Mortal
do
Kombat.
They throw out X-ray moves like a Halloween,
No.
like a Halloweener gets candy.
Oh wow, you can definitely tell that Black Canary is painted over fucking Chun-Li. Black Canary does not have those kind of thighs in anything else.
I would like for her to have those kind of thighs.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
I'm sure Oliver would love to see her have those thighs.
I know Deathbound wanted to.
So honey, is Death by Snoo Snoo on the menu tonight?
She'd just be like, "Oh, God, I just
bastards.
got back." She's like, "I just got back from the therapy session. Come on, man."
I just got back from therapy. Unfortunately, now I need therapy.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Oh, this is inventive.
Wonder if that was influenced by or influenced the
What?
Oh wow! Who could have seen this coming?
That was a lame death.
I know it's a lame death, but who could have possibly seen this coming? It's almost like DC smashes the Mortal Kombat universe in almost every way. And the Mortal Kombat versus DC game had to be completely contrived.
Worst part is it's less contrived than any of the games that followed it.
You know, I forgot that game even fucking exists. That game was T-rated, and they still censored the deaths. The European versions are uncensored. Why?
That's weird because the Euro versions are usually the ones that get censored.
I don't understand how the Europeans got the better version of MK versus DC. And we have to settle.
RGS, you got lucky, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, maybe it's because we don't over-glorify guns.
Yeah, but you over-glorify titties and dicks.
True.
No, Euro versions. The thing is, Euro versions of games are usually the censored versions, and it's because of fucking Germany.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what's funny though?
Is that true, RGS?
A lot of
before the Germans arrive.
Hang on. RGS, is that true?
Yes, and Germany is typically the reason why we must have censored stuff.
Can't let things
I'm
go,
sorry
Germany.
for you, man.
Can you?
It's always
can we
the
maybe
Nazis
like
that
band
ruin
together
everything.
and nuke Germany?
I mean, I'm not too fussed. Now, because we've separated from the EU, we don't need to worry about that.
I know I'm casually talking about starting a world war, but think about it. In the long run, we'd all benefit.
Oh my god. What on earth is this conversation?
Welcome to the quality content you've come to expect from the Mehtly crew. We have a cute cartoon avatar, and Alex likes to talk about starting world wars.
Fucking Neocon.
I am basically Alan Alda from Canadian Bacon.
So
the only good movie Michael Moore has ever made.
So Alex, how do you feel about those pitches of therapy sessions I've written about with various characters?
I think I need a therapy session after this episode of Death Battle.
Absolute failure.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go absolute failure on this. This is not a good episode.
Yeah, this was a bad episode.
Ben, I need you to show me where this is, so that I make
sure. I'm trying to. It's in season 7, so it's gotta be right. It's gotta be right here. Right here.
I can't see that.
Yeah, you're not
next
putting
to
up
the turtle.
Stream.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Hang on.
It's next to Jason versus Leo.
It's next to Leonardo versus Red Ranger.
Yeah, Jason. That's what I thought. Okay, yeah, absolute failure. This is not a good death battle.
Pretty bad, actually.
I'm gonna put it above.
I wouldn't put it in the absolute failure. I put it in pretty bad. The analysis was always great. The analysis was pretty good, but
I'll put it above Croft versus Drake. How about that?
my issue is that there's just not really anything here of substance. Like the analysis is fine, it's well researched. That's it. There's only one cool scene. That's when she grabs like the little mind thing and flips in the air like a coin. That's cool, but it's completely undermined by the death. If it weren't for the death, I would just put around pretty bad. But because the death is so mediocre and just lame,
Yeah,
it
out
goes
of
down
nowhere
failure
too.
for me.
Like, who expected Black Canary to outright kill somebody by shoving their fist into their mouth through the other side of their head?
That's just boring.
That
Like
is
you
like
got
not boring for Black Canary, but boring like just in general though.
in general, it's just boring. What do you think, RGS? Where would you put it?
I mean, the kill would have been fine, but the issue is that the storyboarding clearly fails the actual kill. The idea of shoving your
Yeah.
fist inside someone's mouth and fucking uppercutting their head off would be cool. It's just unfortunately it's done really improper.
I feel like
RGS.
if they animated it a little more properly, like show the details, not all details, because
Yeah.
this ain't exactly Mortal
You
Kombat,
know,
but maybe
you know
some
what?
details that would have gotten a little bit
If
better.
if they made the death hand drawn, it would have been vastly better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what
Because
they should
knowing
have done? They should have they should have image captured this. They should have done like a death battle in the style of the old Mortal Kombat games.
I don't think they have the budget to do that, sadly, but that would have been cool.
No.
That would have
been
just been
really
live action
cool.
then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So live action. Let's get a fucking.
Also, I
Let's get
think they
two
could have
actresses who look more like Black Canary and
Sindel.
Sindel. Oh,
Yeah.
and the ones from the fucking movies and TV show did.
Yeah.
Then
RGS,
also,
what
I
would you hang on. Or RGS, how would you rank it? Absolute failure
Fuck
or
Mortal
pretty
Kombat
bad?
Annihilation.
I mean, I would put it in pretty bad, but I put it at like the lowest of pretty bad.
Yeah, I would.
I'm
Okay,
putting it
I
at the
think
top of absolute
yeah.
failure.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it at the top two. I think Kevin's in agreement with that. So we got two pretty bads and three absolute failures. I think it's fair to put it at the very top of absolute failure.
You know what's
Mhm.
funny though? I think this would have been at like 1% better if they would have at least had the death related to Black Canary's power. Like Sindel had a
Feel like
fatality based off of the Screech. Why can't we just have
Mhm.
Black Canary do the same thing in Death
Yeah,
Battle?
and why
Yeah.
not use like the
I
3D
think that
models
might have
for
been
Like
a,
have her
uh,
shout so long and so loud that the limbs start tearing off and the skin starts peeling away. Something
wait.
like that.
Oh,
Like
Wait,
something at
would
least
have been
similar.
ooh.
Gizmo.
Yeah.
I have a really good idea.
Mm.
Like the death itself could be reminiscent of Black Canary's super move in Injustice 2.
Yeah,
Where
I
it's
think
like a
we're
longer drawn out version of that scream, and then
yeah.
And
and it's like
you know what they could do to make the scream sound effect? They could sample some of Bruce Dickinson's voice.
Yeah.
Because that man is known as the human air raid siren for a reason.
what are you guys on? What?
Bruce
All right,
Dickinson is the lead singer of Iron Maiden.
we need to end this. We're on agreement. The death
Yep.
pretty much makes it lower than it should be, but even then, it's just kind of a nothing episode. So we're going to spin the fucking wheel.
2 mils fighting though.
We gotta get what we gotta get.
Spin. What do we get? The owl hit.
Wait! Oh shit! Here we go!
Excuse me for a moment.
Oh.
I'm guessing this is Naruto versus Ichigo.
Nope, it's worse.
No.
It's worse.
Yeah.
Before we begin, I want to say this.
Oh, Kevin
Kevin,
face
my dear
reveal.
boy, I apologize.
Kevin face reveal.
Oh man. Okay. Before we start this, Kevin, let's watch the episode. Please do not rant throughout the whole thing. And then at the end, let Alex give his thoughts. And then you can rant. Okay, he didn't even have his headphones on. Okay, Kevin. Before we start this,
I need to
Kevin,
lose the required amount of brain cells necessary before we watch this episode.
You need to have a lobotomy so that you can enjoy this.
I need to have my frontal lobe taken out.
Okay. Before we start this, Kevin, let's watch the
I guess-
episode. No rant.
I guess
Let's
since you
watch
did
the
a face reveal in this, I gotta do one too now.
Oh god, are we all doing a face reveal?
No.
Nah,
Just do it.
I'm
I'm not gonna-
staying.
Actually, you know what? My chair sucks too much, and I've
Yeah.
criticized. I once
Okay.
criticized Shane Holmberg for the state of his chair, and I can't be seen.
We've all
with my
criticized Shane Holmberg for the clear abuse that he has shown for his chair.
chair. I can't
Like,
be-
that
I can't be
man-
seen in this chair publicly.
Okay.
You're not gonna see my
wait. Before we, okay. So before we start this, there's two things I need to do. First, I need to do this. I just need to do this very quickly. I
Oh.
just need to. There we go. All right,
Ooh.
that's good.
Oh, okay. Now I
Ben, I
understand.
know where you live. If this episode turns out to be as bad as
Take
Kevin has
that
said,
off of there right
if
now.
this episode turns out to be as bad as Kevin says, I'm making a trip.
Okay. Before we start this, Kevin, be chill. I know you really hate this episode. I understand,
Fuck this episode
but save.
so hard.
No. Save this. Let's watch the episode. I'll let
Kevin, I
Alex
need
go
you to
first on this
contain
part.
the calamities that is your memories.
Yes, I'll
Alex,
let
I know where
Alex-
you live as
no.
well.
No. Let Alex give his thoughts, and then after he gives his thoughts on the episode, you can go as hard as you want with the
It's
rant.
shit, just like Naruto.
Oh,
Yep.
that's fighting words.
Hey,
Yep.
Hey, without Naruto, you wouldn't get Tsunade.
I don't
Okay, you
like-
got me there.
okay.
Part 1
Okay.
had the last at the only good arcs in the show.
Yeah.
Okay,
After
we're
that,
not-
it's all
we're not-
downhill after
We're
that.
not.
Shippuden without the
Hang on. No. We're not talking about Naruto's good. We're here to watch the episode. Let's all be chill.
No,
Let's give this a fair watch,
no,
and then we'll
No.
rip it to shreds after.
Do
No.
what he says for now.
no,
Nah,
Yeah,
No.
let's
Gizmo,
go.
just do what he says
No.
for now.
no. Okay, but I'm
Let's
still no.
I'm gonna start it. 3.
Okay,
I had to
Two.
lose brain cells to enjoy this.
all right, but still no. Oh,
Kevin,
Crowley intensifies.
calm yourself, my man.
Yo, you can tell the
Contain
bias
nine
already. It's like
Contain
Space
thine man
Madara.
titties.
My skin is cold.
Oh,
He is-
jump force! Oh,
Transfusion with
so weird?
somebody.
Okay, let's watch- Alex, I swear to God, stop singing.
Bro, you got a guy fighting with a fan. That guy's losing already. This ain't no My Shiranui fight, ho.
I sincerely wish that was the case.
It
It's
must be the
Gizmo.
titties.
Let's watch the episode, guys, please.
Who orchestrated this war in the first place in order to end all wars forever. Madara Uchiha.
That is a
Fabio
stupid
hates you,
motivation.
motherfucker.
That is genuinely a stupid motivation. Why do you have a war to end all wars?
Basically, Madara wanted to trap everybody in a permanent genjutsu.
Yeah.
That's pathetic. That's like genuinely pathetic. I don't care if people like it, it's fine to like it, but that's genuinely pathetic.
Yeah, it is. Aizen's goal, meanwhile, was to literally change the status quo. Oh, just simply because he wasn't content with
Yeah.
it.
I would argue that's also pathetic, but at least that's
He doesn't
less
have a Shakespearean motivation, unlike what Madara claims to have.
Yeah, I know, that's why he's less pathetic than Madara.
Yeah, and plus, at the very least, unlike Madara, he had the decency to lose in his home series.
Yeah, imagine losing.
Ugh.
God damn it, Boomstick.
That was a big thing at one point.
It still is.
Oh shit!
That was a thing. I hate humanity
What
sometimes.
the fuck was that?
I don't know.
How did I get my face revealed by accident? Granted,
It is-
my face is public knowledge. Everybody who's seen my old YouTube videos has seen it. Those are still up there,
My face has never been revealed.
including that one YouTube video I did where I had a
He
Q&A
won,
where I got like 3
warning-
actual questions.
Oh,
and the rest
shut
of them
up
were
with that
Q&A.
Orochimaru feat.
Because I thought,
Warning to every viewer: if you see Alex's face, you will turn to stone.
Boy.
Yeah, don't look
That's
in the lower
flattering.
left-hand corner of the screen.
I'm pretty sure it's too late. Whoever's watching this is now stoned.
Yeah, you now get to see my sweaty
Now-
hair that I haven't brushed in like 2 hours.
Genjutsu is not necessarily is
her entire life in the span of 1/100th of 1/1000th of 1/1 of a second.
yeah.
That's so stupid.
It's stupid.
Which by the way, Aizen was able to trump that by keeping people in Kyoka Suigetsu for over 100 years. I'm not kidding. You can see how much with how much time they spend on Madara, the clear bias they have towards
No,
the
they stay
big.
on them for the same amount of time.
No, they
Yeah, they pretty much give each other the same amount.
don't. No,
No,
they
they
clear.
Yeah.
No,
You'll
they
see
do.
what I'm.
I'm
You'll
like,
see what I'm.
Yeah.
You'll see what I mean by the wanking that Madara receives.
no, like no. Well, I'll get to that, but they don't wank either. I'll give my rant at the end of this.
I do think they wank them both a bit too hard.
No. We'll get to it. We'll rant about it, give our opinions.
See what I mean by that?
So good.
Look at that board right there.
Nort
So
sucks. Nort sucks. Fuck Nort.
Nort sucks.
Yeah.
Madara could not have possibly come up with this plan, and he literally everything just fell right into his lap.
Yeah. I don't remember who did Naruto, but he had less of an idea what he was doing than
Kishimoto.
Kishimoto had less of an idea as to what the fuck he was doing than Toriyama did.
I
Or
love,
Toriyama at
Kubo.
least had a vague idea of what he wanted to fucking do.
Yeah,
how Wiz is
even
going
Kubo.
bad.
Even Kubo had a better idea of what to do, and plus, he built up the final villain of Bleach from the very first arc of the series.
Mm-hmm. I will say I love that Wiz just passes out after all that.
Yeah, notice that Wiz gives more of a detailed explanation onto Madara's supposed Galaxy Brain level play as opposed to Aizen's, which literally spanned well over a century.
To be fair, that's because it's more reasonable and more simplified compared to
No.
Madara's, which is stupid.
No.
I feel like Bleach is more simple to understand, as Naruto is just,
Yeah, there's a lot of politics in Naruto that happens.
And the thing is, Aizen's whole plan and was literally to transcend and like Soul Society and all the Soul Reapers by using the power by basically surpassing the power of hollows with his experimentation. Little did he know, he would end up creating in his perfect being merged with of a hollow and Soul Reaper through Ichigo.
Spreading the tree's roots across the entire planet and capturing every single person in the world. This would enslave all of humanity in an endless dream world.
I am going the time when Aizen starts to see if Kevin's actually right.
Manipulating this tree with his chakra would have involved physically spreading its roots through and around.
Let it be known that I think Madara's pussy, a world without adversity, is the world that I never want to live with.
Chakra must have released an energy exceeding 1 yotaton of TNT.
Yoda?
Oh god.
Yes, like
At least
Yoda Bite.
At least one Yoda.
YOTTA.
Power was so overwhelming, the only thing that could take him down was treachery.
Even the man with the magic.
All that was left was his old friend.
It's almost like Kishimoto wrote himself into a corner, and and couldn't find a way to properly end his villain, so they had to make another one.
I read it in iambic pentameter.
Is there a gas leak in here?
Good question. Is there a gas leak, guys?
I think there must be, because, well, this
I-
episode sounds stupid.
It's retarded.
All right,
Bring
I'm
it on,
timing
Twitch.
Aizen's analysis. Madara's was 7 minutes and 10 seconds.
Was dead, murdered.
He got fucking crucified.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, superstar. Do you think you're what they say you are?
Aizen came back 3 days early.
Isn't a man, a human man, but a soul reaper.
These Shinigami are spiritual beings who ferry lost souls to the afterlife and purify those who have turned evil in the living world.
They're badass anime wizard Grim Reaper swordsmen. Though Aizen himself was hardly that cool.
Is that accurate, Kevin?
Look at those glasses.
Essentially,
This Clark
Yeah.
Kent was harboring a secret.
that's at the very least a better simplified explanation.
The lives of many of his colleagues via his twisted experiments.
Yep, that's exactly what he did to Shinji Hirako and many others, who then formed the Vizards.
Yeah.
As a Shinigami, his body is made of reishi.
I love how both of them are losing their minds.
Reishi is spiritual energy.
Reishi are
You-
completely invisible to
it-
anyone without specific supernatural awareness, though a Shinigami's body is still tangible and can be damaged normally.
No! No, it can't!
Incredibly powerful blast. He's so strong, weaker beings
First
won't
of the critical
Shinigami-
research failures, I think.
God!
Shinigami cannot be Shinigami and Hollows cannot be interacted with by anyone without even the slightest bit of spiritual pressure.
to make him impossible to detect. Fire concentrated bolts.
Yeah, didn't people with
Oh,
spiritual pressure
But look at all those
have to be
keto
able
that he could use that he doesn't use in this battle.
We'll get to it.
It's not the deadliest, you. I'm sorry.
Are you
You're
though?
good. I understand.
They genuinely do not understand how keto works at all.
I have a better clue, but that's because you told me and I was willing to listen.
Keto works, or essentially, a keto. Essentially, the stronger the keto, the higher the number of the keto, the stronger it is.
Oh, it's like power levels from Dragon Ball.
So his strongest keto is Goryu Tenmetsu, which only he and Kisuke Urahara know how to use.
Okay.
Notice, Kyoka Suigetsu is hypnosis, not genjutsu. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, because the difference is that Genjutsu is different from...
And yes, Gizmo, you have every right to call me a nerd on this one.
Yes.
On
You're
No,
nerd.
you
on-
don't.
I don't.
You don't.
You're nerd. You're nerd. You're nerd. You're nerd.
Yes,
You're
says
nerd.
the,
Stop
the
it,
guy-
guys.
Avatar.
Stop fighting.
Nerdy,
we're
nerdy,
not
nerd.
fighting.
Nerdy, nerd.
Hey, I have given him explicit permission to this.
Nerd, 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 nerd.
No,
nerd,
he
nerd,
didn't!
Nerd, nerdy, nerd,
He
nerd,
never
nerd,
replaced
nerd,
the
nerdy,
Soul
nerd,
King!
nerd, nerdy, nerdy.
Kevin, you wouldn't want to look too nerdy in front of all these geeks, would you?
He never replaced the Soul King.
The Soul King. The Soul King. Put it in my butt.
Can you stop, Gizmo? Jesus Christ. That's not even his feet! That was Ichigo's!
Yes! We talked about this. I literally showed you guys that episode.
You showed me! That was Ichigo's feet! Like it's outright said the same episode!
You know, I just got done watching the EFAP of where they were going over this video where this guy failed to understand Lord of the Rings. And this is already giving me that kind of vibe.
Yo, Ichigo got fucked up as long as...
Because like this is getting into they watched the show but didn't territory.
Yeah, basically Jeremy Scott's Cinema Sins.
Yeah, or
Let's be
or
fair
Ralph
though.
the Movie
It's
Maker and Joker.
be fair though, guys. It's Bleach and Naruto span a ton, if not hundreds, of episodes from them to catch up on. So it's understandable if they miss a few things
Bleach
or not.
you only need to watch half of Bleach though.
Do you though?
Yeah.
What made him so strong? Could it be the chair?
It's not
Oh
the
my
chair.
god, I hate this joke.
Theoretically, be due to the chair's restraints keeping his Reiatsu from properly releasing. Building it
Thank
up
you,
to him
Wizard. That is actually an explanation that makes sense.
Nah, it's definitely the chair. And, since the chair could still hold him after he got stronger, wouldn't that make it even stronger than him? Even stronger than the Soul King?
The memes surrounding that fucking chair that Aizen and was strapped to.
You and Liz are the same in that reaction.
Keep in mind this feat. He could fool literal omniscience. Yhwach could literally dictate the future with the Almighty.
themselves. Aizen returned to
God.
captivity and pondered the meaning of his existence.
Even trapped in a prison.
He could literally do this. He could activate Kyoka Suigetsu whenever the fuck he wants.
Who knows what schemes are brewing behind those cold, calculating eyes? No compassion, no empathy.
It can't
only the
be
drive.
seen through unless he leaves behind flaws.
Okay, I'm about to time it. I will tell you if Kevin's correct.
Time.
Kevin, you are off by 30 seconds. Madara's was 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Madara's was 6 minutes and 32 seconds.
Okay, that's
Why
fair.
are there two Madaras in this?
Okay, now watch. Okay, now. Oh, these sprites are so bad.
The nose.
Fuck.
The noses.
The nose.
And now the character writing goes downhill very, very,
No,
very
you-
fast.
Use some shit.
Yeah, Madara. Yeah, Aizen is a bit too bloodthirsty in this.
This is
Oh,
all
that. Oh, by the
fucking
way, that speed feat should have
garbage.
easily garnered him the win.
You know they're gonna.
This is already worse than Goku versus Superman.
Boy, I smacked you.
That fight
Goku
was
ver-
awesome. What the fuck are you talking
Yes,
about?
but Goku versus Superman is also an example of one of those things where they like
Uh huh.
where they did a bunch of stuff where like
Nope,
one of the
you can't
characters-
do that. You can't break out of Kyoka Suigetsu. That's not something you can do.
where one of the characters is like missing a bunch of opportunities to end the fight. Why is
Okay,
he a
next
butterfly?
Because
one of
they
his
literally rushed through 2 transformations of the Hogyoku.
To be fair, like they would have to make like multiple sprite sheets, and that's a lot of money.
This is not something you could break through. This is not something he could break through. If Kaguya Otsutsuki has trouble with gravity, what right does Madara have to break through Kurohitsugi? Something that has enough gravity to warp time and space.
That music though.
Yeah,
That music is edgelord music.
Have to be the one to
Yeah,
Not in the
they're
good
not.
way.
I like this music.
Yeah,
I
the music's
don't.
the
great.
music's
I
great.
hate
love the
it.
music. I love
It
the
is-
music.
It is not representative of either show.
It is.
No, I mean I understand what where you're coming from here, because it doesn't sound like either.
No,
Either
it
their
doesn't
music
sound like.
sounds- Okay, it does kind of sound Naruto-y, more like the Naruto OPs, but
Ooh, hand-drawn animation. Here we go.
And here's the thing, Aizen at this point is a four-dimensional being. So he, by every right, I should be way more powerful than Madara could ever hope to be.
And I don't know. There are some Naruto feats that are realm destroying, but I can't comment on that
No.
fully.
Yeah, none of them were performed by Madara.
why does he look like Why does he look like Ultra Instinct Rick Sanchez?
That is
Also-
hilarious. That is hilarious.
That was I like that shot.
That shot was dumb.
I liked it.
The shot space proportions were a bit iffy.
Nothing escapes my illusions, human. Know your place.
And that should have ended the fight right then and there.
And that by itself tells me that it has.
But nope, nope, that's retarded. That doesn't happen.
That's
no,
not how that works.
Nope.
No.
Truth Seeker orbs can could probably damage a Shinigami, but not someone like Aizen, who has Hogyoku.
Let's listen to the results, and we'll.
I don't remember anything about Naruto or Bleach because I kind of purged Naruto from my brain after one of the more egregious arcs. And I don't remember a whole lot about Bleach.
No.
This already comes across as an ass pull.
Yes, it was a massive ass pull. They literally just wanked Madara to the point where he would have the automatic win.
Wow, so pretty much what they did for Green Lantern, huh?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. This is why I hate this. It's especially worse when I actually watch Bleach and know exactly what's going on.
So remind me never to put you in a Naruto fan. So it sounds like you both would argue.
I have
like Naruto back in the day.
Same here. I used to like Naruto way back when, but then I realized is getting really fucking stupid. No, no. Illusions are not equivalent to hypnosis.
Yeah, because hypnosis, you're tricking the brain.
Madara doesn't use genjutsu. He prefers to overpower his enemies. The one time he uses genjutsu is when he's losing.
And he would be losing a lot.
Yes, Madara would not have won this fight. Again, in that fight, Aizen tricked Shinji into thinking he caught him. He could literally have just done that at the whole time, and Madara would not have a response. Because he has to make eye contact.
Plus, doesn't Aizen's healing factor more instant than Madara's?
Yeah!
So
Yes! Aizen could literally adapt to the Truth Seeker orbs and evolve to... And his form would basically make him invulnerable to it. Their logic is stupid!
The ghost of the Uchiha had exactly what he needed to put this actual ghost down for good.
Unbelievably overpowered foe, but Madara's own powers, illusions, and
Hey Jeff, Val, can you stop ghosting my messages? I'm here to tell you why your analysis is crap.
Do you feel any shame at all?
No. Neither do you, Wiz.
Double pun. Suck it, Wiz.
The winner is Madara Uchiha.
All right, Alex, how would you rank it?
Absolute failure. This is not entertaining. I was bored out of my fucking mind throughout.
I mean, okay. I already know what Kevin's ranking. I don't even need to ask him. But
I have a specific category for Naruto versus Bleach.
Yes, yeah. I seen your category. It's Naruto versus Bleach. But I'm gonna be the nice guy.
I'm gonna put it above Captain America versus Batman and Akuma.
I mean,
I'm gonna put it. You know what? I'm gonna put it at the top of absolute failure, but I'm not gonna put it much higher than that because aside, there's some good production value, there's some decent fight choreography, but the research has too many critical failures in it, and the win is a fucking ass pull.
Yeah,
like,
I will. I want. Yeah, I will. I want to be the nice guy because there are people who like this episode. I have talked to those people. I want to be the nice guy here.
Those people are fucking stupid.
No, don't go there, man. That's being mean. But like, I understand it. There are some really cool bits of
Nobody never
animation.
called me no Mr. Nice Guy.
They're There are some really cool bits of animation here. There's some the music's great. I do genuinely really like the music. I know it doesn't really match the style of either or, but I do still like it. The analysis, it has some really funny jokes in there. I like how they both kind of go crazy over during it. But yeah, the research ultimately fucking murders this episode. It might be, and I'm not joking when I say this, the worst researched episode in Death Battle's history. It doesn't just fail Aizen, it fails Madara as well. They miss so much of what both these characters can do. So much. To give an example for Aizen, they don't even mention that he loses to Ichigo because he wanted to lose. They don't even mention that. I'm surprised you didn't call that out, Kevin, because they don't mention that at
I'm
all.
about to when I get to my rant.
They don't mention Madara's retconning of the timeline, which is stupid. They just miss so much here, and like it is like research wise, it is absolutely an absolute failure without a doubt. This is their worst researched episode. But again, there are some stuff I like. Some bits of animation, some of the analysis stuff's funny. Yada yada yada. I cannot put higher than pretty bad. I would put it at the very bottom of pretty bad. Because there are stuff that I do somewhat like, but
I mean, that's why I put it at the top of
just
absolute failure. It's not.
yeah.
There's stuff to like in there, but I was not.
Yeah.
I was largely uninterested throughout, and there's too many assholes.
Yeah, I agree. RGS, you're next.
Right. So before I say anything, I'm fine with Naruto and I'm fine with Bleach. I
Right.
have no bias towards either because,
Mm-hmm.
admittedly, I only really played the games of Bleach, and I only not for Bleach, for Naruto and for Bleach, I know next to nothing. I only know what little I do know from like little sparse bits. That said, animation was relatively poor. It doesn't show the best aspects of both characters in character, so the characterization is complete garbage. And
Yeah.
another thing is that the music's fine. We already mentioned the music's fine. It's like Sonic. Even if you're not going to get a good animation, at least they can say the music's good all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it fails a lot in what should be a relatively interesting fight between two intelligent people. Or sorry, they're intelligent, but unfortunately, they kind of overwhelmed them both. I think to a degree, and essentially made them the worst facets of each other.
Yeah,
It
that's
feels
fair.
like it was done for spectacle, but they didn't bother to research how both characters would actually act. And I think that's usually a problem with Death Battle.
You know
However,
what?
my rank,
You know what? You convinced me. Top of absolute worst. You convinced me with that.
there you go. I
Yeah.
even after defense bench. Uh,
Because yeah, the
yeah,
characterization might be one of the worst in Death Battle history. It's definitely up there.
it shows that no matter what you do, no matter if you think that Aizen would win or if Madara would win, this is terrible for both fans because it shows the worst of both their favorite characters. It's a fallacy. It is illogical rubbish for what is essentially two of the most popular animes of the decade.
Yeah,
And
you
so,
completely nailed it there. You really did.
and but because I think there are still redeeming chants, I would have put it at pretty bad. But honestly, I think I've convinced myself that it would be the top of absolute failure.
Mm. All right, Gizmo, can you top what RGS said?
It's time for no, I'm kidding. No, but I haven't seen Bleach in years. I haven't seen Naruto in years. Whatever that I know about it now, I've only seen it in clips, as well as hearing people talking about them. I couldn't tell you what was accurate and what wasn't in terms of the analysis and like the effects of like the fight when they're using their powers on each other. All I can say is that it looks pretty cool. But even then, I don't think that's going to change anybody's mind, and I don't think that's going to change the outcome of the battle. This is one episode where I don't think in the future it's going to get remade anytime soon.
Yeah.
You know, because Bleach and Naruto, it's already got enough of a reputation, just as much as One Piece, for being so fucking long and having so many fucking episodes.
Yeah.
You know, and they already have to look through so many episodes just to get certain feats right and make sure that they didn't miss anything. In doing that again, I don't think they're gonna go through all that again, especially even with, well, not especially, even if with their new team doing research.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what to put it in. I certainly know it's not in the top rankings of It's Time for a Death Battle. Maybe Worthy Death, but that's stretching. Even that's stretching it. Maybe,
No,
maybe,
I wouldn't even.
maybe pretty damn good. But even then, I think it was just fine.
That's fair.
Being compared to all of us, you're being very fair. You're being very nice to the people who like this episode. And again,
Well,
I
you
understand
gotta
why
understand though. I
you-
haven't seen either shows for years now. I stopped before Shippuden was. I stopped watching
Mhm.
Naruto regularly. Before Shippuden was a thing. Bleach. I've only reached up to when Ichigo started battling his like evil self or whatever the fuck. You know,
Wait, was that
I
was
don't
wait was that
intentionally
during
stop
the
watching. I don't
wait,
intentionally stop watching these shows. It's just there's either too much to catch up with, or there's other things that I'm trying to
Gizmo?
concentrate on. So I couldn't
Gizmo.
possibly give it the worst rating. I couldn't possibly give it the best rating either. All I can say is, from what I experienced, I mean, it's fine.
I
Gizmo.
I will say, just to be fair, I understand if you don't care about like any series, you're just going to want something decent. It's fine this episode, but if you know a lot about these characters, you know the series, it's pretty bad, genuinely. All right, Kevin, you can go.
Okay, but before I go on, Gizmo. So was this during the Soul Society arc when he was
Soul
fighting
Society
Kenpachi?
arc, yeah,
Oh,
that's
that
what
was
it's called.
after. Oh, that was in the middle of him fighting Kenpachi.
Yeah,
After that battle.
I think I stopped right around right around the moment. Excuse me. I think I stopped right around the moment Ichigo literally arrived right above Rukia in the sky, and he started spinning his Zanpakuto. That's literally
Oh,
the
you
latest thing I remember.
Oh, you were gonna get to the fight between him and Byakuya. That was
Yeah, people
fucking
keep saying it
great.
was gay. Yeah, people keep saying that, but there's a lot of shit that I've been trying to, not only deal with but catch up on. A lot of stuff that I
Hey,
had
if
to.
you ever want to get back into Bleach, I
Yeah,
could give you a filler list so that
yeah.
could help.
I
Kevin
plan
gave
on
me a really good
when it
list.
comes to when it comes to shows, I literally just plan on watching everything, including the filler episodes, because I'm the kind of guy who just doesn't like skipping anything. I could care less if it's
Mm,
filler. I could care
Well,
less if it's
you
not
wouldn't miss
canon.
it.
I
You
just
wouldn't
don't want
miss
to
a single
skip
beat.
anything because I don't like
yeah,
missing anything. Not
That's
missing
I,
out. I
fair.
just don't like missing anything. Period. I'm
Okay.
just that
that's
kind of
fair.
guy. So when I start watching Naruto and Bleach properly again, I'm gonna be watching everything, and then I might know half of what this episode is saying.
Before,
Maybe I'll
Alright.
agree
hang
with
on,
you guys.
I wanna
Maybe I
say,
won't. But all I can say is, my same answer is just fine.
Okay,
let me just say this
now
before you go on. I just going to say, Yami, do not ever watch One Piece. You're going to
read
suffer.
Yeah,
Dude, that I
read it
stopped watching
instead.
that the moment. Dude, I stopped watching that the moment I heard about how many episodes it had.
Actually, you know what? Fuck anime. Read the manga and put the soundtrack on in the background.
Yes, this is
Like
way
That's
One
what
Piece is
I
easier.
just
do when I
One Piece is
read
another
Dragon
series I
Ball.
want to catch up on, but it's almost going to be impossible considering I don't know when that guy's ever gonna end the
You know
series,
what?
he's
if
on the
at
I
all.
final
want to
arc
mention this.
now.
I want to mention this, but Aizen is so powerful. He stops the main character's theme.
My God,
Yes. You literally almost got to that part.
what the fuck?
All right, all right.
Anyway,
Kevin,
now
unleash your power, boy! Unleash your
okay.
fury.
They made Madara look like this massive galaxy brain individual, when in reality, everything pretty much fell into Madara's lap after he retconned the timeline using his genjutsu, which is already ridiculous on its own right.
And they didn't even
And
mention it.
And then there's the fact that his plan wasn't even his fucking plan. It was Black Zetsu's plan, and he made it. And Black Zetsu, who basically made himself seem like he was Madara's creation, when in reality he was literally a part of Kaguya Otsutsuki. He was trying to orchestrate a whole damn plot where Hashirama and Madara, as well as basically Hagoromo and Hamura as descendants, would all fight each other. Take that down, that category, right this instant.
Ben, I know where you live.
Sorry. Continue.
I will send you a box of dirt. There is a website that will send people boxes of dirt. It's not that expensive.
Anyway.
There's also a website where you could send animal feces.
I am not that.
Yes, you are.
Anyway,
Yes,
getting
you are.
back to my rant. And Madara didn't fake die twice. Madara died once. Madara fake died once, and then he died for real. The only way he was ever going to complete this supposed part of his plan was if someone knew reanimation jutsu who happened to come by, and if Kabuto hadn't come by, his plan would have been fucked right in the ass.
Very convenient.
So literally everything had to have fallen into his lap, otherwise his plan would have been fucked. Aizen had a plan a century in the making, and his plan was quite literally to perfect a Hollow and Soul Reaper combination so that he could transcend and take over and send the Soul Society in Hollow. I was thus replacing the status quo and thus eliminating the need of the status quo. Oh, he wasn't going to change too much. He was just going to basically take over everything. And with the Ulken, and by eliminating a large in Karakura town. Plus, they completely ignore the fact that Aizen is a fucking Keto master. Keto is essentially magic in Bleach. The higher the number of the Keto spell, the stronger it is. Keto comes in 3 different forms. They come in Destruction, aka Hado. They come in Bakudo, aka Shields and Restraint. And they come in Rikido, I believe it's called, also known as healing spells. Aizen is a master of several Keto spells, including Raikuho, as they mentioned, but they didn't show off. They also have Kurohitsugi, which is a gravity-based attack that slices you up while trapping you inside of a literal coffin that would squish you, so you can't even fucking move. So how in the hell is a character like Madara, who is weaker than the final villain of Naruto Shippuden, and who has a problem with gravity spells and is affected by her own reality manipulation, and which can also involve increasing gravity? Not only that, at Kyoka Suigetsu. Kyoka Suigetsu is something that could last indefinitely. Aizen has trapped the Vizards in his Kyoka Suigetsu for a century, even though Shinji knew that he was under Kyoka Suigetsu, as Aizen informed him, since Aizen had literally hit it while he was under the... Ben?
Okay, we're ending the discussion right now and moving on.
No, I'm not done yet.
I'm finished.
So they make it seem like Aizen was fucked over because Madara could somehow see through the illusion. Kyoka Suigetsu doesn't just affect your sense of sight. It affects your hearing, your sense of touch, your sense of taste, and your sense of smell as well. So he could make you feel and see all sorts of weird things. It doesn't matter what you are thinking.
Hold on. Does that mean that Aizen can create my perfect paradise where I am smothered in giant
Ninja
for one.
titties.
Yeah.
Actually, he could. He really actually could.
Take me now.
And you would genuinely believe
Before I
that.
change my mind.
And
Feels
then
it feels this.
and they would all be Rangiku. Maybe Orihime, A, and Neliel, but mostly Rangiku.
Give me some Rukia too. Damn.
You really want someone who's flat chested?
It's all about them curves. Flat is justice.
Some people
No
like
way,
flat
you're right.
curves.
No way, you're right. She actually has an ass.
The Mehtly crew drinking game. Take a shot every time Alex references a musical.
Anyway.
Take two every time
and then
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Anyway, and so they make Aizen sound like he's a bloodthirsty loon, when in reality, Aizen doesn't really, act that way. He wants to get his goal done as quickly as humanly possible. He'll throw as many bodies at you as possible, also that he barely needs to lift a finger. That's literally what he needed the Espada for, just to wear down on the fools of Soul Society, just so that he could finish them all off. And then, of course, there's that little shot. Madara would not be able to fool Aizen due to how Shinigami would perceive some level of illusion, and even if Sharingan could see, and even if Sharingan could theoretically put him in a Genjutsu, Kyoka Suigetsu would outdo that, because after Madara saw the Shikai, he's already in the illusion, or he's already under the hypnosis. Aizen could trigger it at any point. And then there's also the fact that they claim, though, the truth-seeking orbs could destroy spiritual beings. I'm like, these guys have never seen how many lost body parts Bleach had. As like they could give George Lucas a run for his money.
Yeah.
And not only that, the Hogyoku would adapt to this and make him utterly immune to the truth-seeking orbs. Thus, literally every conceivable way imaginable, Aizen is superior to Madara Uchiha in this battle, but they, of course, couldn't even bother doing that. That is my rant, and that is why that battle is an absolute fucking failure.
Boom.
Even
Death
worse
Battle
than
BTFO with facts and logic, bitch.
Roasted.
You know what else? Hey, spin the wheel!
Oh,
This
God.
episode needs to have like a Ben Shapiro meme in the title. Actually, this might be the one.
A good
Oh,
one.
nice.
Aw.
This might be the one episode. This might be the first episode I do
Guys, we got
a
some good
thumbnail for,
mouthwash.
and I'll Photoshop Kevin's face onto Ben Shapiro, and I'll have the caption read, "Facts don't care about your death battle." Episode 4, Facts don't care about your death battle.
Oh, and I have a
Right,
rant
baby,
prepared for
Feats.
Naruto versus Ichigo. whenever
boy.
that comes up.
I like that.
Trust me.
That's gotta be interesting to talk about.
Trust me, you will see why I
Isn't that
hate
the first
that one just
episode
as
where
much.
Isn't that the first episode where they talk about Naruto and Bleach?
Yeah, it's the first
Yes.
one they've ever done.
Oh no, wait! They talked about Naruto with Gaara because Gaara was the first representative.
Oh god,
They
that
messed-
episode.
They messed up on the power scaling of that one so hard.
We'll talk about that when we get to that. Let's get some good mouthwash in our system. Let's get some good material.
Yeah, I was hoping to see.
Full adventure for wealth. For others,
I was
the
hoping
wealth
for
is
Harry Potter versus Luke Skywalker to come up today, because I wanted to have my turn to bitch about something.
Hey, you'll have your turn.
You'll have your turn. Maybe
I'll
we'll
have
get
several
turns.
turns.
Example of the code of chivalry. He's with
Chivalry.
Well, let's never
But
forget
Disney
the fact.
canon.
Let's never forget the fact that Shovel Knight could be a woman if you input the butt code.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Scrooge McDuck
what?
was born to a poor family in Glasgow, Scotland. He grew up
I'm
in a village
represented
called
in this
Dublin
episode.
until
I'm joking.
his 10th birthday.
Oh,
I'm
Trump's
ha-
back.
I'm half Irish.
You're-
See, their family wasn't
Irish is not
Oh, don't
Scottish,
be-
though.
was inspired by
Yeah,
the-
don't
I'm
be saying
Scottish.
that.
I'm sorry, my brain
So the
is
next day,
fried.
He got a job and earned his first money ever.
Don't be saying that, Ben. Actual Scottish people would be
Was
very
an
offended.
American dime, and Scrooge was in Scotland. Naturally feeling pretty cheated, Scrooge swore he'd build his fortune by being, I quote, tougher than the toughies and sharper than the sharpies.
You don't fuck with Scrooge McDuck.
300 quadrillion.
That sounds about right.
That was the
Scrooge
number
McDuck was
Jocelyn
Scotland.
came
That
up with.
means-
Keep him from fortune. By my estimation,
That sounds right.
Dude, if Scrooge grew up in Scotland and specifically Glasgow, then he would just know for the like street fight.
So this wealthy waterfowl's got more guns than I do. Not to mention the trusty cannons he has hidden around his manor.
Oh, this is actually the first episode to feature a Disney character.
I love the DuckTales comics. The DuckTales comics are great.
Okay, correction, it's the first Disney Mickey cast they've ever used.
Solid steel titanium.
Yes.
It's called the Burglar's Stunner, but I'm pretty sure that'll do a hell of a lot more than stun you.
Well, my favorite would be Scrooge's Nutra-Friction and Anti-Inertia rays. By removing a target's natural friction and inertia, these guns can turn a foe so
my
slow
God.
that they can't grip anything, or take away all momentum from that foe's movement and weight. Without friction, a person will
I
miles
remember
with
this
no
one.
hope of stopping themselves.
I love
The
this
comics
issue.
are so good.
Cannonball will have even less impact than falling leaves, though it is important to note that these guns do not affect personal gravity.
Oof.
Yeah, science and stuff.
176,
Oh, if I were him, I'd
176.
prefer the feel of one of his rifles or swords.
Or his signature sidearm, his trusty cane.
What's so special about a dusty old cane, you ask? Well, just look at the old quack go.
Oh, I love
Every
DuckTales
Dutchman turns
Remastered.
their cane into
It's
a
It's a
such
great
an
game.
amazing
and a
game.
pogo stick.
For anyone watching, stop watching and play it.
If I could ever
Game-
get my hands on it, sure.
Oh, I want to say this. DuckTales Remastered
It's
was
on
so
Steam.
beloved. It was so beloved that they relisted it on Steam sometime after it was delisted off of every platform. It was even relisted on older platforms, which is incredible.
Well, I'm gonna have to get it on Steam then.
Yeah.
Legitimately one of the best games ever made, with some of the last appearances of the original cast of DuckTales.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who voices Scrooge McDuck in DuckTales actually ended up voicing in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
Mhm.
It was a different time.
No joke.
Racism aside, it takes a lot to put this mighty
Look,
mallard
look,
Oh,
speaking,
this-
speaking as our resident engine, don't worry about it.
I remember being so heartbroken over Scrooge McDuck's voice actor's death. Like, genuinely, because I grew up with a lot of his cartoons, like the Christmas Carol, so I'm like, oh
Yeah.
no.
Alex, let me
David
just
Tennant.
say,
David Tennant's a good voice.
He
Yeah,
is.
David Tennant was
He really is.
great. Honest to God, he did a phenomenal job in that reboot.
wait, okay, Alex, you mentioned not worrying about how the
Oh,
supposed
guys, watch
about the
this.
Silver dollar across the Potomac River? Well, Scrooge can do that too. And he even caught the coin on the other side.
Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't gonna waste
Yeah.
a single dollar.
Seems pretty impressive. but
Anyway,
has some
as I was saying, so Alex, if we ever get to doing Popeye versus Saitama versus Popeye, it looked like they were about to set up for a racially insensitive joke, but then they're like, we're not finishing that sentence,
That's great. Yeah, that was great.
and I'm like, no, go on, finish your sentence. I want to hear the rest of this joke.
You know, I want to say something. Disney can go fuck themselves for canceling the DuckTales reboot.
I am the storm.
That was a really good show.
By the
And
way,
they
Ben
just
Schwartz
dropped
voices
it.
the Duck in Blue. Oh, what was his name?
I don't remember. I'm sad.
And making fun of his letters from home, including one informing Scrooge of his mother's passing.
Oh.
Piss Scrooge off. So
Look at that face.
You do not
Oh my
fuck with
God.
Scrooge McDuck.
Oh.
You McFucked with the wrong McDuck.
That's
You
good.
you don't slag off a Scottish person's family. You just fucking.
Oh my God.
Hey, look, it's Butt, and what's her name?
Shield butt.
Shield Knight.
Shield Butt.
Shield butt. Butt and shield butt. Can we talk about? You know, I have to give credit to this game. It was one of the most successful Kickstarter projects ever, and it got so popular and got into Smash. Not playable, but the fact that it's an assist character is incredible.
I
By the way, you
love Shovel Knight. I haven't finished the game, but I love fucking around in it.
By
It's
the way,
so much
guys, I gotta tell you something. So Shovel Knight, in ukulele talks like this: yo ho, yo ho, yo ho, yo ho, yo ho, yo ho, yo ho.
You're right.
I shit you not. That is actually how he talks in that game.
He does. You're right. I remember that.
Oh, I may not have liked that game, but that was fucking awesome.
The game's alright. The problem is that the worlds were too freaking big and confusing.
Yeah, that was the thing. That was kind of why I stopped playing it.
I will say, have you played its sequel, the platformer?
No.
It's phenomenal. Play it. It's one of the best platformers ever. I'm not joking.
It really is. What I heard.
It's so good. The funny thing is that if you were really good at the game, you could beat it in the first 5 minutes.
Serious, does the final boss appear at the first stage or something?
Basically, you start at the final level of the game, and I think you can go back at any time, but if you are good enough, you can beat it at their weakest state.
Joke.
No,
Oh,
no.
I could-
Her name
I
is
could
Butt
literally
Butt.
pull a Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah, that's the one thing Death Battle gets wrong here. It's not Shovel Knight, it's Butt Butt. Shield Butt. I don't know how they fucked up the names here.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
it could be Butt Butt.
in case you're wondering what the joke is, it's literally the fact that there's a code in the game where you could name Shovel Knight Butt Butt. And
Yeah,
putting in that
there-
code changes everyone to acronym, either their adjective butt, an object butt.
I love the cheat codes in this game. There's even like a gender bent cheat code which switches everyone's gender.
That
Yep.
You don't even need that cheat code anymore. That's unlocked by default now. Like after one of the updates, you can just do that.
That's kind of lame, but whatever.
Eh.
Yeah, I remember
I'm
picking
indifferent
up
to
my
that.
3DS and there being a Shovel Knight update one day, and all the fucking you being able to just just
Oh my
choose
gosh.
everybody's gender.
Yeah. That would have been better if it was like a secret cheat code. But, you know, whatever.
Well, yeah, but anyway, more customization is good though.
Yeah, that's fair too.
And how do you get such a useful liquid? From a bunch of fish that perform an interpretive dance and spit in your cup. It's dinner and a show.
Last but not least is the Phase Locket. This relic allows Shovel Knight to pass through his enemies and even grants him
He conquers Mega Man's greatest fear, spikes.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
That means he beats Mega Man.
Actually, he's got a few of them.
his most capable.
You know, I'm surprised Mega Man has never had a power up like that. Yeah, anyways.
You
He's
think?
had items which,
I mean, Mega Man X has as the armors that let him be immune to spikes.
Yeah, I meant like the original Mega Man.
no, but doesn't Mega Man have item that you can get from the shop which, like, half the damage?
He gets the climb ladders faster power.
Maybe there's something I'm forgetting, but I don't know. I'm impressed they figured that out. I do like the creativity with the research here.
See, proof that Shovel Knight's a woman. And he's 4'6".
This man's small.
Small,
Just very small.
not
Oh
small,
my
small.
god!
Remember, guys, we always praise the short kings.
Remember, Mike
Yeah.
Tyson is the reason why the name changes for or Shadowloo's bad guys had to happen.
Yeah,
They fit better anyway.
yeah, I agree. Honestly.
Vega's better with Claw, Balrog's better with Boxer, and
And not only
Bison's better
that,
with
Vega
Vader.
is actually a Spanish name.
It
Oh
is,
yeah, he fought Kratos.
He fought the Battletoads and Kratos.
depending on which system you play it on.
No, he fought them both.
So this is
He
Kratos.
should have
like,
fought
at
Bayonetta.
his peak.
What were you saying, RGS?
So if this is Kratos at his peak, does that mean that Shovel Knight would just automatically win because Kratos has too many bullshit feats?
That's a good point.
The Bluey.
Do we but I think the question is, do we consider it canon? Because in one canon he fights the Battletoads, the other fights Kratos, and in the Switch version he doesn't fight any of them.
He fights them both. That is the canon. No!
Blue Apron! No, not Blue Apron! My PTSD! It has come back.
Sorry, I ended up shouting.
Nah, no, it's a
Blue
rude.
Apron, go to a fucking grocery store, you lazy bastard.
Remember
No,
when they used to do Blue Apron every other episode? Good times. Look at him collecting the treasure.
skipping and everything.
So happy. He's like, I hit the mother
Oh
load.
my god!
Oh.
This is the perfect setup too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Makes
And
so
it's
much
like
sense.
good sound effects too. I love it. It's like a fight on the NES.
I miss Chris Guerrero's fight announcer
I love
voice.
This so much.
It is good.
I already
so
love
good.
this.
It's so good.
Yep.
See, this is how you do sprite fighting.
Get out of me fucking money bin, you stupid steel bastard.
Even the lack of frames is perfect. Like, I love it. Look at him go.
Want my fucking money? Then
You're
take
fucking
it.
bouncing around on my
Ah!
goddamn. Here, eat giant fucking cannonball.
Holy shit!
Are you fucking kidding me, laddie? Ah! DuckTales. Ah!
Oh my god, it's heaven. That's good animation detail. The
I'm
money
gonna
moving
make-
up and down.
I'm gonna make so many fucking bags pop out of your. Why do I sound like Mario? I'm gonna make so many bags pop out your corpse when I'm done with you, you horny bastard.
Ooh.
Ow!
Oh shit!
I'm tapping
love
your
it.
Time for me to pull up my pea shooters. I'm probably mixing up my
Oh.
Scottish and
Oh,
Irish
watch this.
accents.
Ouch. Watch this, watch this.
Robert.
Oh! Ah!
Oh, that's brutal.
That was cool.
The links I'll go to keep me money.
Holy shit!
Like this new shovel though.
Well, oh, that was glorious.
That was brutal, man. And the fact that he's using the shovel to do that shit too.
I guess you can say Shovel Knight got buried. Did it?
Stand in the corner.
And remember how he threw a coin across the Potomac River and rode across fast enough to catch it? Well, we know the average width of the river is 1,300 feet, and he threw the coin at an angle of 20 degrees. After some quick calculations, this means he must have thrown the coin, boarded his boat, rowed across the entire river, and exited the boat to catch the coin in less than 5.4 seconds.
That's so stupid.
This means he must have been rowing the boat at speeds well over
He knew that the cost of living. That's why he didn't want to waste a single dollar.
Yeah, but the amount of calories you'd burn to move that fast costs more than $1, I'd say.
No wonder he's lived so long. Like the amount of calories, and imagine how healthy this duck
He's
is.
fit. He's a fit duck.
He's so fit.
I can
Also,
bench press Arnold Schwarzenegger. Or at his peak. I don't know why Scrooge McDuck sounds like a pirate now.
Dug his own grave. Ugh.
So I think I think I'm speaking for all of us when I say that it's time for a death battle!
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
Below
Yeah,
Chuck
I-
Norris versus Sega Sanshiro, though.
It's genuinely so good. Like the style they did for this is so unique. They never did this again. This 8-bit style with its sound effects, even the lack of frames. It's perfect.
It is
They could do this
Yeah, right.
again. It's just a matter of who could they use?
Like I don't know. I
Oh,
don't think
that's
there's
the
really
thing.
anything. But like
I can imagine this being in like an NES, like Smash Brothers style game.
yeah.
Yeah.
So where do we put it in the top tier?
I put it, you know what? I'd say probably above the two Wolfie boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
I actually think so too.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Before we continue, it's the first time we actually have 2 bars for one ranking.
Yep.
We got, and it's for S rank, which is I did not expect that. All right, so should we call it a night or should we do one more?
One more.
Let's see what the runtime is. We're over 3 hours, so we can. I say call it a night, but I'm already outvoted, so.
Yeah, one more. I say one more is fine. So,
I'm fine with one more.
God, what are we going to get? Oh God.
Come on.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. That's an interesting one to
versus
end on.
Dr. Doom.
Man, this one's weird.
I like this one, but it's a weird one for sure.
I remember that being quite odd.
Matchup I can at least.
It's the only episode to have a Trump joke. Just this one, the only one. So, all right, yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. This is gonna be an interesting one to end on.
My name is Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
My name is Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Literally just said that Trump had gotten his Twitter back.
Nice.
But he did?
Yep, he got it back. Now that
He
Elon
just
Musk,
now? What the fuck? Hang
now
on.
that Elon Musk is in charge.
Hang on.
Is it?
Hang on, I have to
Hang on.
verify.
Yeah, I need to look this up. Hang
Nope.
on. I'm already on.
Not yet.
No, not yet. He's not back yet.
Could have
Oh.
sworn that it was.
Also,
No, I just looked it up.
I want to point out a fun fact. The voice actors for Dr. Doom and Lex Luthor from previous episodes come back for this one.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. The
I'll
amazing Lex Luthor from Iron Man versus Lex Luthor is back, which is very good.
I swear Tom Taylor saw this episode of Death Battle and thought the L joke was so funny.
Doesn't wash his hands because he's evil.
So,
A
because
joke for Justice
That
League
was the
Unlimited.
Flash, though.
Yeah, I know, but that's part of the
Pick it
joke.
up.
That's the
You're gonna wash your hands? No,
You're gonna wash your
because I'm
hands.
evil.
I love that Dr. Polaris even suggested that to him. Like,
just
bro, you're
love-
not that evil.
Yeah. He hates him. He has a hate boner for him so bad that he created a literal hate baby from his DNA.
Yeah.
Oh, using footage from Doomsday. Footage from Doomsday. Still one of the worst films I've ever seen, and it was my pick.
Literally our first ever commentary.
It's
Yeah,
okay for
our
what it was.
Yeah. It
I bet,
literally the very
Alex,
first
Alex.
episode we did.
Alex, I bet it pains you to know that Doomsday is one of the few anime movies to get a 4K release.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can understand that.
I
It's
have
one of
it-
the most. It is one of the most memorable deaths we had in comic books.
I have it all
Yeah.
the way up at the top of my shelf over here.
Yeah, of course you own a movie you hate.
I own the entire DCAMU.
Nice.
Only 5 of those movies are good.
Yeah.
I like
and
that.
That kind of depends.
I will say I like that Super Lex suit that he has when he was trying to replace Superman.
Yeah,
And then post-crisis
was a cool
Superman.
suit.
Then post-crisis Superman comes back. He's like, yeah, no, enough of that shit. And yes, this is after New 52 Superman died. Yes, DC Comics is stupid.
Yeah, no disputing that.
Especially nowadays.
All comics
Ugh,
companies.
God. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's an actual thing.
Oh,
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah.
that was a okay. People are gonna hate me for this, but that was a fun movie.
No, a lot of
Yeah.
people liked it actually.
The movie
Oh, God!
wasn't as bad as the
That was-
trailer.
That was actually a good joke.
Yeah. That's great.
Hell,
The Silver
Boomstick.
Age is weird.
Boomstick be like,
It's very-
I wonder what will happen if I. Whoa!
That's I like the suit there. Genuinely.
Death of Superman. Superman.
What the fuck is that face?
Yeah, the Death of Superman and Reign of the Superman were 2 of the good DC AMU movies.
Surprisingly.
The Death and Return of Superman is on 4K, along with Doomsday. And then you have Batman Hush, Constantine City of Demons, Wonder Woman Bloodlines, Justice League Dark Apocalypse War.
Fuck that movie, by the way.
I think Hell to Pay has a 4K too.
Oh god,
Oh,
why
here
do
comes-
all those have 4Ks, but not either of the
Here comes
Titans
the bad
movies?
Trump joke, guys. Guys, here comes the bad Trump joke.
What else? Run for president.
Can you imagine a president who's an evil billionaire and hates aliens? So unrealistic.
Boo.
That was kind of lame.
Trump man bad.
You know they were forced to say that.
Dab. Lorgnam dab.
Hey, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that was a Rooster Teeth thing.
Yeah.
Lex is a dick. Like, what the fuck? That was a mean.
Batman Harley
yeah,
Quinn
Paul.
is on 4K. The Killing Joke is on 4K. I don't know that because I own it. I actually specifically passed up the 4K because it's way too fucking expensive. Oh, Batman Ninja Turtles, that's on 4K. Constantine House
Yep.
of Mystery is not on 4K. Red Sun
Somehow.
and Justice, Catwoman Hunted, Battle of the Super Sons, those are 4K. All of the Tomorrowverse is on 4K. All the Long Halloween 1 and 2 were not originally on 4K, and you can only get the 4K in a version that
Oh my
fucks up
god.
the spine art.
Like outsmarting Brainiac, getting tortured by Joker.
And getting shot out of a helicopter by a gorilla. Don't worry.
It was that. Was that at Mala? Or not Mala?
I don't.
Yeah,
Mala,
Mr.
what?
Mala?
I don't
It's either
remember.
Mala or Gorilla Grodd.
No,
Yeah.
it's most likely Mala.
Here.
Or so he says.
The good Wonder Woman movie is not on 4K. Green Lantern, none of the Green Lantern films are. except
Yeah,
for
like, I
the
don't think you should be
Wonder
announcing
Woman
that you're from off.
Victor Von Doom, aka Victor of Doom.
Yep.
That is literally what his name translates to.
Being the malevolent king.
Oh, yeah, he is the Doctor of Doom.
Dr. Doom, one of the most overpowered villains in all of Marvel Comics. And he loses to a guy with stretchy limbs.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. He loses to one of the most worthless people in all of comics.
I mean, to be
Injustice
fair,
is on 4K, but Superman versus the Elite is not.
to be Kevin, to
Lanky
be
Kong
fair,
could kick his ass.
Kevin, to be fair, the Stretchy Man has a fantastic family.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
all
that's true. If,
Yeah, but here's
if
another
Freddie
thing.
Hansen's
Yeah,
guys
but here's
back him
another
up,
thing.
he
The
would
Stretchy Man is also the dumbest man in the is also one of the dumbest men in the universe.
I'm
You
glad
say
you
that, but-
specified universe because it definitely was not the multiverse. You know
The
who
dumbest-
the dumbest. You know who that man is.
Yes, it's one Barry Allen. Wanda, Black Bolt can destroy you with a single whisper from his mouth. What
Hey
mouth?
guys, are we ready to see the MCU fuck up Doom?
I can't
They
wait.
already have.
Oh, they don't even use them and they still fucked them up.
Doctor Doom.
I love the MCU, or at least I did, but nowadays it's just there.
Oh, I love that line.
Yeah.
Bash literally said, and the world would not be a better place without Doom ruling it.
Yeah.
The
The
same
Panther
god
got
that
called
imbued Black Panther with his powers.
I'm surprised that Black Panther doesn't work with Doctor Doom, considering that's a thing.
Right.
To Doom, Reed Richards is a man of unquenchable vanity and unmitigated arrogance, consumed by his own ego at the cost
Reed Richards, Stretchy Man, and the
Well, Doctor
Extreme.
Doom does as he please.
Seriously, if Reed Richards could kick his ass, Lanky Kong could kick his ass. Have you ever seen Donkey Kong? Where Lanky Kong just casually stretches his arms to redonkulous lengths? I'm sorry if I keep referencing my favorite member of the DK crew.
Crazy Kong is really crazy.
Cranky.
What about Funky Kong?
What about Funky Kong?
He's the best character in Mario Kart Wii. He's top tier, baby.
Fuck
Ben,
Mario Kart Wii.
they made Funky Kong too funky in that game.
I know, that's why he's top tier.
He could cause the apocalypse with that much funk.
He could break reality with his speed alone. Oh god!
Oh, how do you walk with these scrawny legs? This one isn't even a gun.
Six of you. Am I drunk? Dummy. Shane just back.
Oh, that was funny.
That's, Boomstick always being intoxicated is hilarious.
Drinking does nothing but make him more sober.
Sounds about right.
Oh, that's good to know. Thanks.
So, okay, what do you guys think? Do you think Hulk claps Betty Ross's cheeks, or do you think she claps him?
She.
Oh God!
Oh, it's a squirrel!
Are you,
Fucking hell, Squirrel Girl!
Kevin? Are you implying what I think you are?
I
The
mean,
Hulk takes
Mark,
it up
Are
I
you
mean,
the ass.
Mark,
implying that Betty Ross made a trip to the sex shop?
I mean, Mark Ruffalo does like
What are you
getting
two
pegged.
talking about?
Give me one that's the size of the Hulk's finger. We don't have one that size, ma'am. Then make it. That does not sound
I love
like
the art.
Happened to
that doesn't
me.
sound outside of the
Made
realm
my
of impossibility,
mistake.
considering what we have now.
Nowhere to
No,
run.
no, like I was saying,
Goes
my
on
joke.
as I'm fading away.
I hate that Marvel ruined his arc from Secret Wars. Fuck you, Marvel. Fuck you.
Your plan to destroy them has failed, Master. Failed.
Oh.
Dr. Doom does not fail.
They repeated that clip from Darth
From the
Vader
previous
versus
one,
Doctor
yeah.
Strange. Yeah, to be fair, it's completely understandable. Oh, I like that. I like the half face. That's great.
That is really good.
He's singing the Superman theme.
Mr. Luther, your company has invaluable resources for the people of Latveria. I will be seizing them.
Latveria? What an exquisite place to start a corporatocracy.
Oh, hey, Johnny.
Okay, the reason they did that. You know what they could have done? They could have actually had, like, LexCorp doing something in Latveria instead. Rather than just having
because
Doom
that's
show
more
up and...
interesting.
You know, Doom doesn't typically do stuff like that.
I like the suit farming.
Like, doesn't Doom usually keep to himself inside Latveria
Yeah.
unless something...
It depends on the
Florida.
story.
I feel like he usually has, like, a decent reason, and this isn't a particularly good reason. I feel like Lex is the more aggressive one in this scenario, and Lex should have been the one to initiate the fight, you know?
Yeah.
I haven't perfected it, but it's more than enough to exterminate an imbecile like you.
Oh!
Yep. Let's do this over. Oh God, no!
The fact he says foot dive.
He wins the fight already.
Is he top tier though?
Dr. Doom's foot dive is the most powerful move in all of Marvel vs. Capcom.
Foot dive!
Say finger laser.
Foot
I'm
dive.
punish you for all those cakes you stole, Luthor.
Those are my cakes. They were for the
You
people.
don't steal cakes from Latveria. You stole cakes from 40 people of Latveria. And that's terrible.
Oh.
I'm going to steal your box, Luthor. What?
Hold up.
What?
That's
Hold up.
Master Hand he used. Oh.
Ah, they're stealing choreography from Man of
from
Steel.
Man of Steel. I was about to say, that is 110% Man of Steel right there.
And Injustice. Oh.
Yep.
And Injustice, yeah.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
He did a fucking Captain
He did a
Ginyu.
Ginyu.
He did Ginyu!
And that is why Doom beat Paul.
Oh!
Yes!
That is why Captain Ginyu beat Superman.
Yes! That
Oh
was
my
fucking
God.
awesome!
Oh my God!
That's good.
Why does he have a container full of dang behind him?
That's a good question.
Full of what?
Dang.
What's more, Lex's mind has been swapped before. Once with
Oh yeah, dang!
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Lex's mother box was certainly a powerful device, but he never quite mastered all of its potential. Not to mention, in the hole, the cosmic power siphon has drained and stolen similar energy sources time and time again.
Galactus, Silver Surfer, and even the friggin' Beyonder. Yeah, I know, this mulleted doofus doesn't look like much, but he apparently has millions of times the power of the entire Marvel multiverse. And the siphon took all of it. There's no way the mother bugs could stand up to a device like that.
Thus,
Yeah.
And Doom had to let himself lose to, you know,
And given all the beatdowns he'd survived from Marvel heavy hitters like Hulk and Sentry, I'd say Doom had that time.
Lex's tech was an impressive challenge that had the stats to contend with Doom. But against Doom's bewildering gadgets, magical trickery, and power-stealing siphon, the advantage was in the Doctor's court.
The King of Latveria claimed his victory. Hopefully Lex isn't a sore loser.
The winner, Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
I don't know if that pun was hilarious or painful. I'm gonna say
Both.
it's time for a death battle.
Yes.
You know what? I'm just because of that death. That death is one of the best deaths they've ever done. Like,
One of the more creative
genuinely.
ones.
The I'm gonna put it
Oh my.
below Wolfie Boys, but above mascots, I think.
Yeah. I will say, like, if it weren't for that death, it would have just been worthy. It would a worthy death. But holy shit,
Yeah,
he swapped
like-
bodies with him, stabs himself in the chest, swaps back, and pins him onto his L and destroys his building. That is so creative and so good. I love it.
There's a little bit of jank here and there. The start of the episode is kind of strange,
little
but
slow.
you know,
And there's the one bad Trump joke, but it doesn't
Yeah.
overstay its welcome.
altogether, it's fucking great.
Yeah. Genuinely. It has, yeah. Oh my
The
god.
references, the one-liners, everything was good about it.
There was even some really good jokes during the analysis. I like the mind swapping joke. I like how they turned Boomstick 2D. There's some good stuff there. What do you think, RGS? I don't want to leave you hanging.
I'm just a Doom simp. I'm happy he won, to be honest. Everything else was just really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, I think the placement's good. Is everyone in agreement with the placement?
Yeah,
Yep.
we're in total agreement.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. That's the episode. That's volume 4. Congratulations, guys. We did it tonight. That was great. And we didn't have any errors, right, Alex?
Aside from my camera accidentally going off.
Yeah, that's the only thing that went wrong. Woo! He accidentally did a face reveal.
And
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Oh shit!
we didn't see your face, Ben. If you're trying to go for an accidental real, hi Ben.
Shit!
Why,
Second try.
Ben? Why are you and Kevin lying down while we're streaming?
It's comfortable, and I don't really have a desk.
Okay.
I just have a couch.
But yeah, that's the episode. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week.
Oh yeah.
Bye-bye.
Later. Bye.
Cool.
Bye. Woo!